Alrighty then, everybody. Greetings and salutations, everyone. My name is Michael Schwan. Today is Sunday, April 16th, 2023, which means it is production day. We're going to be working on recording some raw footage for videos that'll go up onto the YouTube channel throughout the upcoming week. Everything we're going to do today is reaction content today. Thank you for that hype, Athena. I do appreciate it. We're actually going to do 8 reactions today instead of the usual 6. We normally do 6 because that fills in Monday through Saturday, and then I have a different type of long-form video that goes out on Sunday, such as today. If you do !9 years with the number 9, you'll get our review that just went out this morning for 9 Years of Shadows, made by Halberd Studios, a Mexican indie studio, and it was very fantastic. I enjoyed it a lot. If you want a little preview of that. Otherwise, I don't have one of those that I'm going to do this week, and that's because there's been some things that have come out in the last few days that I need to watch. And there's actually just, I looked at what I had on the schedule already for like games that I wanted to do reaction videos for, and I was like, there's just nothing that I want to pull off bad enough to put these on there. Because the things that we need to check out that weren't already on the list was the Nintendo Direct, I guess, for Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which releases next month. So we'll do one last reaction for Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom next month, right before it releases. And then Final Fantasy 16 had an entirely dedicated state of play 3 days ago. And it's like 20 minutes long. And I'm really psyched about Final Fantasy 16. And so I was like, I need to watch that too. So the full list of everything that we have today, and to answer Eve's question of now I'm really curious about what was on the list. The first 6 are the games that I didn't want to take off the list, okay? And that is Minecraft Legends, Stray Blade, Dead Island 2, Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp, Wuthering Waves, and Trinity Trigger, okay? All of those games release in the next week, and then we have Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom in May, Final Fantasy 16 in June. And I looked at those, and I re-looked at them, and I re-looked at them, and I was like, there's none of those that I want to take off. I don't want to not do the reactions for any of those 6, and I would very much like to see what is in those 6. So what we're going to do a small experiment, and it's probably not going to go well, but I don't care, okay? And that is, in terms of the YouTube schedule, those 6 games are going to release in the order that I just read them off, Monday through Saturday. Sunday, I am going to post the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom video and the Final Fantasy 16 video at the exact same time. They will both go live Sunday morning, 9 a.m., and we'll just see what happens. That's a lot of games coming out. Eve, I have the whole month planned. You madman, I know. Just try to stop me. Fun things that you can do when you're a small creator and you're not reliant on like ad revenue for income and paying your bills. But we're also going to run Stream Raiders alongside this, so let's go ahead and get that fired up and running. Alright. What do I need to place? I need to place Shinobi. I'm not placing Shinobi. That's not happening. I need to get assist from healing. I can try. We can place a monk. Could also place a fairy. Alright, place units, everybody. And then let's go over to this screen, and we're just going to jump straight into it because we got a decent hunk to get through. How do I want to do this? So the way that we're going to do this, because I don't want to jump directly into the big ones, Legend of Zelda and Final Fantasy 16, we're going to do Minecraft Legends first, and then Legend of Zelda, and then it'll probably be time to run the battle, and then I'll go change shirts. And then we can do Final Fantasy 16, and that's going to take 30 minutes-ish. And then I can run another battle, and then we'll do Stray Blade or something else in here. But that'll be the first 3. So we'll do Minecraft Legends, Legend of Zelda, Final Fantasy 16 as the plan here. All right, and also everybody, if you're new here, if this is your first time here on production day, then thank you for being here. Thank you for checking it out. I hope you're having a good time. The way that these reaction videos work is that I am getting everything open and ready right now. I'm going to read an intro to the video off the top of my head, and then afterwards we will check out the trailers themselves, see what's in them, and then afterwards, when it feels like the conversation is starting to come to an end, because we're just going to talk about it for a little bit, or if it just kind of feels like it's time to go, Then I will read an outro. Then we'll make faces. Face gets used in the thumbnail. Rinse and repeat. We're going to do that 8 times today. We do these live on stream because it makes for a more interactive and dynamic experience, both for myself as the content creator, as well as people that'll be watching this later on YouTube. And it's just something really fun to do as the community, as we just kind of check stuff out together. That might be the best one. Also, having people watching this with me gives us sometimes a different perspective on things. People will kind of, present their own opinions and stuff like that, which allows for a more, like I said, interactive and dynamic conversation. So, where'd our little thumb go? All right. If you are not a subscriber, but if you do have BTTV, which doesn't cost you anything, you just have to install it as a plugin, you have access to this YouTube Swan. If you are a subscriber, then you have access to this YouTube Swan. There is no difference between them. It's just how you can use it. So if you want to put in that emote to just say hi to the new YouTube video, you can also use any other emote you want. It could be from my channel, your channel, or anyone else's. Just a way to kind of move the chat along a little bit, say hi to the new YouTube video, and just a way for us to, prep things as we go ahead and get started. Calm down, Bayonetta. I would never say that to you. All right. Well, get going. Here we go. Straight in. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan, and today we are checking out Minecraft Legends. Now, the reviews have already come out for Minecraft Legends because this does release like tomorrow, and it's reviewing all over the place. Some people understand the game and are liking it a lot. Some people, it just wasn't their jam. And from the last time that we did a reaction set to Minecraft Legends, one of the things that it took us a little while to figure out and realize is that the game is Pikmin. It is literally just Pikmin. It does have some more standard RTS elements in it, such as being able to do like resource gathering and base building, but for its core concept, it is Pikmin, which is cool because I'm not aware of very many other games that are trying to do the Pikmin thing, including Pikmin, because man, are those games spaced far apart. Getting another one later this year, and I'm very excited for it. But that's not the game that we're talking about now. We're talking about Minecraft Legends. So since our last reaction, there have been some more trailers that have come out. These are going to be the last set of them. You know what? Let me do just a real quick double check to make sure that there wasn't like a launch trailer that came out since like yesterday when I was putting this together. No, that's great news. Great news. All right, so we're gonna go back to the in-game cinematic. The Piglin Rampage begins, and this released back on October 15th of 2022, and we'll work our way forward from there. So let's go. Chicken. Villager. Turtle. Zombie villager. The Piglin Army. An endless horde of unstoppable beasts spills forth from the nether. The Demon King and his Piglin generals are ready to spew forth.
Action, knowledge, come with me. We must witness this together.
A new action strategy game coming spring 2023. Minecraft Legends, unite the overworld. I'll know I'll be trying it out for sure, but I'm not sure how hyped I am. I mean, one nice thing, this game is going to be available on Xbox Game Pass. So if you have a Game Pass subscription, whether it's on your Xbox console or PC, you'll be able to play it day one without having to pay anything beyond your Game Pass subscription. It is also going to be available on everything else. It's going to be on Steam, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, and everywhere else. All right, so this trailer is called The Chaotic Fun of PvP. This is from November of 2022. Such an iconic game. They can make variations of so many game types and it would sell. I'm glad that they're starting to do so, because really it was like Minecraft, and then only recently did we get dungeons.
A mass amount of units in PvP is really fun to play with, and also building really cool bases.
The original Minecraft has been out for over a decade, so we wanted to have something that felt familiar and yet fresh. Delicate balance, but I think we managed quite well.
Not Spawn. Nope, not Spawn. Definitely not sponsored by Game Pass. Could totally, consider sponsorship from Game Pass, but I am not sponsored by Game Pass. But I will tell people that Game Pass is one of the best values in gaming, and that you should get it.
So we wanted to really kind of create something that felt like a Minecraft strategy game, as opposed to just like a strategy game with creepers in it. We definitely took some inspiration from some other games, but we were really trying to blaze a new trail as much as we could.
The PvP is a bit of a remix of the story. It takes the kind of elements that you've learned through the campaign and allows you to kind of reuse them in different ways.
The objective of the game is to destroy the other team's base. You have two.
So the game is
different
4-player
teams,
co-op
team
and
one
is
team,
PvP.
and
I
each
don't know
team
if it
can have
is
up to 4 players on it.
free-for-all,
As the game
or
progresses,
okay,
you
it's 2
can
teams
get
up to
stronger
4 players
mobs
per
and
team.
stronger
So you could have
structures to build.
4v4.
And these structures are interesting in that they create counterplay opportunities for your opponent. So say if 2 people are playing against
But there
each other,
is
one
a
person builds
4-player
structure
co-op
that increases
campaign.
Their ability to command mobs, like they increases the size of their army, their opponent can now target that structure and destroy it in order to remove that buff from the opposing.
You can do 1v1 PvP as well, but it's up to
There's probably
4v4.
strategies out there that players are going to do that we're going to have no idea of, like, oh yeah, we didn't even think about that.
I think the PvP component of Legends enhances the game significantly.
You don't have to do the
With
PvP, Eve.
you know,
It's just one of the game modes that's
procedurally generated
available.
player maps that you get. It's like every playable experience is new and unique.
We wanted to focus on a game that was less about everything being exactly fair all the time and kind of embracing more of a chaotic fun element to the game. The campaign has this procedural world, and Minecraft in general has a procedural world, so we wanted to lean into that.
And in the PvP space, the resources are, you have to fight for them. So if there's only one location where you can acquire diamonds, then in that particular session, that might be a hotspot for combat where the players are fighting over the diamonds.
So they're talking about how the PvP maps are procedurally generated. So if you've ever played a game like Command and Conquer or anything like that, Warcraft 3, the maps, you would choose them and they were static and you'd have a list of maps that you could go through. Doesn't sound like we're going to have that option here, because both the PvP maps as well as the entire campaign are actually procedurally generated. The events of the campaign are largely still the same, but the actual map itself and what you can get from where and where certain enemy bases are is all going to be different. Like the lay of the land will be different.
You're like, in this game we're going to go diamond and iron because the structures that we can build with diamond and iron work well together, and those are the ones we want to use with our mobs. Next game you might start in a world where you have really easy access to redstone, and so you might pivot your strategy and go a redstone heavy strategy in that case.
Throughout all of that, piglins are still in PvP as well, so you need to watch out for other players, but you also definitely need to watch out for the piglins as well. If you kind of ignore them, then they might surprise you and attack at the wrong time, and we've had interesting games where players can kind of take advantage of the piglins' aggression. And
Sounds like
from the
fancy
other side of
wording
the
for
base.
AI
Yeah,
tech.
it's
It's like
it's
video
a
games have been
huge
using
benefit.
AI for fucking decades.
There is so
No.
much space for creative expression and sort of going your own way. It's not just all about fighting. You can build your base, you can explore the world, you can battle the piglins, you can attack the other opponent. There's a lot of different things to do, and so I think that what we're going to see is a lot of players that enjoy different types of gameplay are going to find something for them in the PvP experience. So
Yeah, because like if you have a 4v4 style PvP game, you're gonna have somebody that's like, hey, you're really good at designing the base or building the base or managing the base, so that's your job. I enjoy exploring, so I'm gonna run out and I'm gonna find the resource nodes. I'm gonna go get the resource nodes. You're good at fighting, cool. You're gonna take the main force and you're gonna go fight against the opposing team. So this is the official gameplay trailer from January of 2023. You know, one of the other things I'm curious about with this, though, and I haven't seen the reviews talk about it very much, is going to be the overall difficulty of it. Because one of the things that surprised me, Minecraft Dungeons, which is essentially a Diablo-style game, but made with, you know, Minecraft motifs and design and stuff, that game is surprisingly challenging. Like, for what would feel like is supposed to be like an entry-level isometric action RPG that, like, children would be interested in because it's Minecraft, that game is brutal. That game is abusive. Cute. Very, very cute. Okay, now we have a couple very short trailers. These are all like 30 seconds long, so we're just going to kind of blitz fire through these. These are all released in the last 2 weeks. This is called Uncover an Epic Story. I wonder if these were technically like the ads. Like if you got a Minecraft Legends ad at the beginning of a YouTube video, if this is what you're getting. I'm betting it is. 30 seconds, 30-second ad spot, it's gotta be. Here's Explore a Storied Land. Bunny. Bun. Demon Pig. Saved the Bun. Wait. Hold on. What in the world are those? This is like a wooden bucket with a face and legs that is carrying your arrows? Is that what that is? Are those arrows? Torches? Like, look, is this supposed to be a porcupine? Like, I'll admit, it's been a hot minute since I've played base Minecraft, okay? I haven't played actual Minecraft in probably half a decade. But what in the lordy hell are these? Like, these are like baby golems, right? Hedgehog? Yeah, I don't know. But like, sure. Hedgehog, porcupine, arrow holder, I don't know. They do like mob polls or something like that, where they let people vote on what the next monster that's added to Minecraft is. So who knows? Maybe that was added recently, or maybe it wasn't. Like I said, it's been several years since I've played Minecraft genuinely. All right, this is the last one called Lead the Charge. Yeah, lead the charge with that fox. Run, little foxy, said the skeletons. I kind of love those little baby golem dudes. They're pretty cute. I think what I'm finding out is I need to properly play Minecraft again sometime soon. So this game comes out in just a few, like tomorrow, I think. And it is available for $40. If you don't want to pay $40, like I said, you can get it through your Xbox Game Pass subscription. They took away the $1 first month promotion for Game Pass, so it means you're going to have to spend, I think it's $10. It's $10 on PC. I don't know what it is if you have an Xbox console. It might be 5 or 10. I know that Xbox Ultimate is 15, but that gives you access to Game Pass on console, PC, and xCloud gaming. But I don't know what the different tiers are. Anyway, It was that Minecraft Dungeons was quite hectic and challenging to the point where I didn't feel like grinding. Said, nah, I'm done with the game. Legit got hard stuck and having to have the gear score or whatever they had. You were able to play the harder levels even with lower gear score, but it definitely felt abusive. And even if you had the right gear score, some of those levels were really, really difficult. That's Minecraft Legends. You know, I'm amazed, like Athena said, they could make so many variations of games within the Minecraft universe. And the fact that they have only really done 2 up to this point that I'm aware of. Somebody would be like, no, because there was like the Telltale games, wasn't there? There's like Minecraft Stories or something like that. So I guess there was one other one, but are those still playable? I recall someone being very upset on the internet that they are inaccessible for one reason or another. But regardless, feel free to let me know if there's other Minecraft spinoffs that I'm not aware of. There probably is, but the ones that I'm most immediately aware of is Minecraft Dungeons and now Minecraft Legends, both of which are really, really good. And, well, I haven't played Legends yet, but Dungeons was good, and Legends looks to be good. And to the people that I'm aware of that are reviewing the game, and depending on their expectations going in, it seems to be a type of game that I believe is relatively good. Yeah, so let me know what your thoughts are. If you're going to be picking this up immediately, if you might dabble your toe into it with Game Pass, you got options there. How do you feel about it? I played Minecraft like 10 years ago, and then for a few years after that, and then I haven't touched it in 5 to 7 years or whatever it is. So, let me know how your Minecraft experience has been going. Have you played it more recently? Let me know what the cute little Pokey Boys are. Are you excited about Minecraft Legends? Hit us up down in the comments below. They're right there by the like button. If you want to keep up the conversation elsewhere, 2 great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. Speaking of Discord, we have a channel dedicated to these reactions where you can place links of your own that we can check out together live on stream. Because we do stream on Twitch, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. Do go watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. The $1 promotion lasted for like, what, 4 or 5 years? I'm surprised it took so long since it was an E3 reveal. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed that it lasted so long as well. What I want them to do, though, is I want them to hurry up and get their goddamn Game Pass family plans opened up in America, damn it. Because you know who needs a fucking family plan? This dude. Because you know who's currently paying for, I'm not paying, but you know how many Game Pass subscriptions are in this house? Fucking 3. In the intermission, you heard about the Mage Seeker Riot game, right? Yeah, we did a reaction video to it last week, and the actual YouTube video for it went up 2 days ago. I think it went up on Friday. Very, very confident. The kind of like it made me think of Hyper Light Drifter. Thought it was leaked yesterday or so. It comes out in like a day. Like the game releases very soon if it's not out already. There was like 3 trailers up for it from the official League of Legends channel. All right. Here we go. All right. I need to change hats. Put in your YouTube swans, your Pog swans, your Re-swans, or whatever other emote fits your fancy. Whether it's from my channel, your channel, or anyone else's. And we'll get started. Thank you, Athena. Here we go. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan, and today we are checking out The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Now, small disclaimer, up to today, I have not been hyped for this game whatsoever, okay? I enjoyed Breath of the Wild, but Breath of the Wild is, in my opinion, an incredible open world sandbox game. It is a terrible Legend of Zelda game. It does not very closely follow the Legend of Zelda formula, and I was pretty disappointed by it when I wanted a new Zelda game. Now, that said, do I think the game is bad? Absolutely not. I think the game is fantastic, just not for it being a Zelda game. And when I saw the little bits and pieces of like snippets on Twitter and stuff of the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, I'm like, man, this just looks like more Breath of the Wild, and it doesn't look very good. I was one of those people that was like, oh man, it just looks like DLC, right? And I know that's really memey to say, because you could argue that like God of War Ragnarok is just like an expansion pass to God of War or whatever, and I get that. It's very derivative and deductive. Reductive, that's the word that I wanted, not deductive. But that said, I hadn't watched a whole lot yet. I was just mostly making those opinions off of what little details had been shared, because Nintendo was not sharing very many details about this game. I have now heard that the latest trailer that they put out is the one that made people excited, that changed people's minds, that took people from going, I don't know, kind of looks kind of samey, to, all right, I'm on board, let's fucking go, right? To, I'll probably wait and see, to, I'm buying it day one. So we'll see if I have that same reaction or not. We are going to just kind of go through the gamut of the trailers for them, because there's only been a few. We're going to go ahead and go back to the first look when it was just called the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild back at E3 2019, and then we'll go through the 3 official trailers that have come out, with the latest one being that official trailer number 3 that's had people so excited from just a few days ago. So first, let's go back to when it was first shown off. I do remember this one very clearly, because this one was cool. I remember people trying to like play this audio in reverse and like flipping stuff upside down, trying to figure out what in the hell was being said. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, you know, he's just getting an adjustment. You know, just, oh yeah, I feel better now. The sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is now in development. All right, so here's official trailer number 1. So we went from, what was this, June of 2019 until September of 2022 to finally see something new. Let's go. There's a reason why I never played through the second Tomb Raider. It's just more of the same from the first game. Like, I get it, but it didn't re-hook me. I still haven't played the second one either. Did enjoy the hell out of the first one, though. Now, one of the things that I will say that I know they haven't shown off, and I don't genuinely expect it to be in here, but if you want me to just, like, date, buy it first moment of release, 10 out of 10 guaranteed, let me play as Zelda. Like, let me play as Zelda. Unless you're going to show off that she gets recaptured or something at the beginning of this game, let me play as frickin' Zelda. If this game had co-op, and one person could play as Zelda, boom, bam, 10 out of 10. I'm ready to go. I don't believe either of those things is true. I know that modders have got a co-op version of Breath of the Wild running, which is fucking wild. So that was the first official trailer. It showed us so very, very little. And by so little, I mean practically frickin' nothing. Okay, so here's the official trailer number 2. Link in a bikini not good enough? No. I think this is the trailer that first showed off the combination. Like, we see Link, like, build, like, a ATV-looking vehicle thing. I haven't actually seen this one. I just saw the clips of, like, people putting vehicles together.
My servants. Sweep over Hyrule. Eliminate this kingdom and her allies. Leave no survivors.
So we fought Ganon in the first game, and I know that Ganondorf is in this game. It's interesting because Ganon and Ganondorf are like sometimes the same person, but very like also not. Like one leads to the other. Look at that Shadow of the Colossus looking ass shit.
But Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him.
Homing arrows. We got a horrible corrupted arm. The Legend of Zelda, Link Goes Skydiving. I mean, this is only the second trailer. The next one is the one that everyone is like, yeah, I'm fucking on board now. So we're going to find out.
Please, lend him your power.
There is also, I guess, some people have found hints in some ways to that The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom might be connected to Twilight Princess, which The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess is my favorite Legend of Zelda game out of all the ones I've played anyway. I do place it higher than Ocarina of Time. I place it higher than Wind Waker. I love Twilight Princess. And some people said that we might see Midna in this, but I don't know if that's just people talking or if that's true. But if so, that would also get you some points. All right. Here's the trailer that everyone says is the one that makes you excited for this game. So let's see. Better be good. Better be good. Someone needs to put that girl in a fucking bubble. She gets put in a crystal in Ocarina of Time. Job. Is the glider still going to have stamina? If you're constantly going up and down in the sky, that's going to be problematic. There goes Link being a lawn dart. Way to date everyone in this chat, Rochi. God damn it. Jesus. Nice catch, Link. You had one job. You look cool.
Zelda. We rely on your knight and that legendary sword he carries.
Ooh,
Our
sword's
last
broken,
line of
dog.
defense will be Link.
Link.
God damn it, she captured again. Yeah, so we got new tools now. There's like so we got moon boots. There's something involving like like we already had a magnet before. There's like a time mechanic. There's more of an air mechanic now because of all the stuff in the sky. And then there's the ability to craft things.
I know why I am here. It's something only I can do.
Do not look away. You witness a king's revival and the birth of his new world.
Okay, let's go!
Who are you?
But you are not alone.
Link.
Fucking 20 FPS looking ass. What'd she say? Sorry, I was complaining.
Link. You are our final hope.
Okay. She's the new character everyone will simp over? Oh, I'm sure you're absolutely right. I believe I've already seen several pieces of artwork dedicated to this character. Where'd she go? She like right here? She was after this, right?
Okay, let's go!
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've already seen about 1,300 pieces of fan art dedicated to this character on Twitter. I mean, that's fine, though. People need something to be excited about. It looks nice and all, but remember this will be on a normal Switch. So that's the other problem, Eve, okay? And, like, yes, I know this is a tired argument, okay? But there was parts in this trailer that were running at, like, 20 FPS, okay? For those of you that don't know, the target of Breath of the Wild was 30 FPS. The game mostly ran at 25 FPS and could dip down into the teens under the wrong circumstances. And this game is the Breath of the Wild, but more. Now, the hope is that maybe it's better optimized. They figured out better ways to do resource management so that maybe it'll run better. But the Switch is just such an underpowered console. It was underpowered when it released. It's a glorified and refurbished, retrofitted Amazon Fire tablet, okay? The thing's kind of a piece of crap. We need a new one. We need a new one really, really bad because there's so many games that I absolutely adore on the Nintendo Switch that I would love to play at a actual resolution. I'm only asking for 1080p. I don't need 1440p. I don't need 4K. Just give me 1080p. But most of the time you're giving me fucking 520p. You suck. And we're never hitting 60 FPS. Even games that are really trying hard to hit 60 FPS, most of the time you're looking at mid to high 40s, which is just like better, but still very, very unfortunate because it's fucking 2023, guys. Get your shit together. And initially I was really hoping that Tears of the Kingdom, before it was called Tears of the Kingdom, was going to be part of what they launched the Switch 2 or the Super Switch or whatever it gets called alongside, because Breath of the Wild sold, what is it, like 17 million copies in the first year. They sold more copies of Breath of the Wild than they sold Switches because people were buying it waiting to be able to get a Switch to play the damn thing on, because that's how excited people were for Breath of the Wild. Absolutely, Tears of the Kingdom is going to just immediately move 20 million copies in the first week, and that's perfectly fine. I don't have an issue with that. I do just wish that the games looked and ran better. Not that I think that this game looks bad, but they should and could look better if Apple just not Apple, damn it, read in chat, if Nintendo wasn't the way that it was. But, I mean, when the Nintendo Switch is the best-selling console every month in every country, and has been for the last, like, 5 years, what reason do you have to actually release new hardware when every single, week you're just the best-selling console that there is? So, help me when Obi-Wan Kenobi. I mean, Link, yes, exactly, Athena. I still wish we could play as Zelda. Definitely, that's not going to happen. I would love to see co-op. That's still not going to happen. At best, you might be able to see one of Link's champions, like Prince Sidon, be able to play. Like, somebody could maybe take control of him, but I don't think they're going to bother with that. Unfortunately. Fucking Apple Watch Ultra has more horsepower than the Switch. Your Samsung fridge has more power than the Switch, okay? We're not exactly setting the bar so very high here. You set the bar so low, you literally had to dig to be able to place it where it needed to be. But, that trailer was definitely the best trailer that they've put out so far. But it doesn't change my feelings on this game. One of my biggest problems with Breath of the Wild was that it had very little progression. They give you all of your tools and toys, every single one of them, all of your Sheikah powers or whatever they're called. I know you get the Sheik Slate, but I forget what they actually call, like the bombs and the magnet and the time freeze and stuff like that. I forget what they call those. They give you all of them in the first hour of the game, and then you just never get any new toys ever. Yes, you get the champion blessings, but those are not very revolutionary either, because you get I get a free revive, I have an AoE shield, I have an AoE attack, and then I have Rivali's Gale or whatever it's called that launches you up into the sky. And that one is helpful, but it doesn't actually revolutionize your gameplay in any way. The same way that when you're playing through some of the older games, the amount that the game feels like it has opened up and changed when you acquire things like the hook shot or the iron boots or whatever it is, because now it's kind of like a Metroidvania experience in a way of like, I have finally unlocked this new tool and toy, and that will allow me to get to places that I could not get to before, or do things that I could not do before. Whereas outside of like, I increased my stamina circle, or, you know, found a cooler weapon that's going to break in 14 swings, I never felt like I was actually getting anything new, cool, or better throughout my entire playthrough of Breath of the Wild. And I don't feel like that is necessarily going to change here in The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I know a lot of people complained about the shrines, and I didn't have an issue with them. The Divine Beasts I felt were lackluster dungeons, but they were just fine. Though there were 4, they were a bit samey. I did enjoy the shrines, but my biggest issue was primarily with just the lack of meaningful progression in the game. And the game is even designed in such a way that you are actually able to just go straight from the very beginning, straight to Ganon's castle, and beat the game without doing anything in the sandbox, because there is no genuine obstacles in the way of you being able to do that. And maybe they'll do that with Tears of the Kingdom. Maybe the castle will be blocked off the way it is in like Ocarina of Time, where there's the shadow spinning around it, and until you go to the different places and beat like the weird like goopy fish boss and the giant stone golem and stuff, you're not able to reduce that barrier to get into the castle. I would kind of like to see that happen, because it would have a more meaningful step of like what we're doing and why, rather than just like, oh no, dog, I'll just go kick his ass right now. It's what I was sleeping for 100 years for. There definitely seems to be a little bit more story going on here, which is nice, because the story did exist in Breath of the Wild, but due to the very open world sandboxy nature that it had, it was hard to get it in a meaningful way that it felt like you were being told a story, rather than just like picking up damn near like audio logs or book notes and stuff like that. So I do think that this will probably ultimately be a better game than Breath of the Wild, but I am not really any more excited for it than I was before. I will definitely just wait for reviews, and hopefully in those reviews that come out, or as people, once the game is released and people have had some time on it, maybe people will be able to get me more interested in it than I am right now. But there was definitely people that were like, this changed my entire outlook on the game, and that did not for me, unfortunately. I wish that wasn't the case, but that definitely is the case. So yeah, so that's Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you're absolutely hyped and psyched out of your mind, please do not let my disappointment take that away from you. You are absolutely allowed to be excited about this game in every way through and through. Just understand that not every game is for everybody, and Breath of the Wild was not really my Zelda game, and I don't think Tears of the Kingdom is going to be either. But that doesn't mean that the game is going to be bad, or that you shouldn't be excited about it. If there's something that I missed or something that I don't know, please feel free to share it with me. You're absolutely able to try and course correct me. I do not mind. I can't guarantee you it'll work, but I don't mind if you feel like trying. So put all your thoughts, comments down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you want to keep up the conversation elsewhere, 2 great places to do so are Discord and Twitter, because I'd like to talk, and I'd love to talk some more if you want to talk with me, and those are great places to do so. If you wanted to be part of the conversation that we just had on stream, we do stream on Twitch, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. And if you watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. I remember Switches being sold out for months. Oh yeah, me too. I mean, I got one secondhand through Facebook Marketplace that I'm very certain was stolen. But, you know, and that's still the one that I have sitting right over there. But people are like, oh yeah, the Switch OLED. And I'm like, it still runs like shit though, guys. Still runs like garbage. All right, gonna run the battle, and while the battle runs, I am going to change shirts. It wasn't stolen, it just fell off the back of the truck. No. Unfortunately, no. Retelling the story of acquiring my Switch, that shit was stolen. Be right back. So we're going to be watching the Final Fantasy trailer next. I had to go grab the Shinra hat because that was the only appropriate hat to wear for Final Fantasy 16. We lost! We're dead! The bar was set so low it was a tripping hazard in hell, and here's Nintendo doing limbo with Satan. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, my back! All right. Place your units, everybody. Put in those YouTube swans, your Pog swans, your Re-swans, or whatever other emote fits your fancy. And we're going to do a nice little watch party for Final Fantasy 16. Calm down. You're all getting too excited. All right. Strap in, everybody. Strap in. Here we go. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan, and today we are checking out Final Fantasy 16. Now, one of the things we will be checking out today is the state of play that was dedicated to Final Fantasy 16, but there have been a couple other trailers that have come out since our last reaction video that I just have not watched yet, because I've been saving them for this. So we're going to watch them now. So we have the Revenge trailer that's from like 5 months ago. We have the World trailer that's from like 3 months ago. And then we have the State of Play that just came out a few days ago. So we're going to get started because that's a lot of stuff to chew through. So, a couple of disclaimers. Massive Final Fantasy fan. All right? So.
Take Joshua and get to safety.
I'm not going without you.
I'm going to hold the enemy here while you make your escape.
Killing a Chocobo, that's the worst thing you could possibly do.
No! Joshua!
You think he's dead? You said that just before a kid got murdered. How can you kill Chocobos? I can accept killing children, but I stop at the murder of Chocobos.
I sometimes wonder if I am controlling it, or if it's controlling me.
And Garuda is fucking sick looking. Oh god, Ifrit is crazy looking too. Doesn't quite look like Bahamut, so I'm not sure who that is. We got Ramu up in here.
No matter how bitter the truth that awaits me, I will press on. Good boy.
Yeah, Puppo.
What do we do?
The usual. 13 years I've waited for this chance. I won't be dying today.
Come to me, Ifrit!
I cannot tell you how many times I have gotten chills watching this trailer. I have felt goosebumps go down my body at least 4 times. God, it looks so good. It looks so good. Oh my god, we still get to watch more too. There's still more that we get to watch. There's like 20 minutes more that we get to watch. Here's the World of Alisthea trailer. I hope I said that correctly. That kid just spontaneously combust. Joshua is blessed with Phoenix, the icon slash summon slash like Final Fantasy god. Or I don't know if he's technically blessed, but I know he's connected to it in some way. So yes, probably he spontaneously combusted like a phoenix. His cloak looks strangely rubbery. I think it's supposed to be leather, but it kind of looked rubbery. Damn. I know this is an open zone game, but these are some big ass zones. I'm already irked by the dialect they spread around the characters. What do you mean? How they speak different dialects? Or the one that they just speak in general? They all have different accents while seeming to be from the same area. They're not. Final Fantasy 16, the world and its entire game and design and everything is set around like a general theme of like medieval Europe. And think of the dialects of like Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and England, and how small that set of islands is and how different all those people speak. Or even think of all the different dialects that exist within just different parts of London. And that's just one city. And they sound vastly different depending on what part of the city you're from. And then if you go to like mainland Europe, those European countries are not very far apart. And somebody from France versus somebody from Germany versus somebody from Spain versus somebody from like, you know, the Netherlands, they all sound very, very different despite not being very far away. And there are 4 or 5 warring countries in place in Final Fantasy 16. So it's not too unbelievable for those 6 countries or however many there are to have vastly different dialects. Okay, let's get to the state of play. As pretty as that nice little showcase was, rated M for mature, blood and gore, partial nudity, sexual themes, strong language, violence. I'm really amazed that Final Fantasy VII Remake didn't get rated mature, but there was definitely ways that they did that.
Hello, everyone. This is Naoki Yoshida, producer of Final Fantasy XVI.
Hey, Yoshi B.
To the state of play. Today, I'm here to talk a little bit about the story, world, and combat system of Final Fantasy XVI, as well as reveal all new information regarding the game's wide variety of RPG elements and support systems. We'll be talking you through everything while using never-before-seen gameplay footage running on the PlayStation 5. I hope you'll stay with us until the end of the show and enjoy everything we have in store for you. With that, let's get started.
Guys need to fix your audio mixing. Jesus. The fucking whimsical background music was way louder than either of the people speaking.
Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant. Focus, Wyvern. You are key to this mission's success.
Yes, Sergeant.
I said focus, Wyvern.
Sorry, I didn't realize we were in the game yet. I didn't realize I didn't grab my controller yet. Hold on. I was still watching what I thought was a cutscene.
Home sweet home.
Allow me to welcome you to the world of Final Fantasy XVI.
Does this Thanks.
Final Fantasy XVI is the latest installment.
Bro is quiet as hell.
A storied franchise with 35 years of history. Yet while this is the 16th mainline title in the series, there's absolutely no need to have played any of the previous games before jumping in. With a fusion of real-time action and RPG features,
Oh, we get to play as Joshua at some point.
Developed as the first true action RPG in the series. Using the power of the PlayStation 5 to its fullest, the game delivers an expansive, thrilling gameplay experience which we liken to a high-speed roller coaster ride.
Jesus. Oh my god. They could have used the power of audio mixing to fix this mess of a voiceover. It's very disappointing, but I'm more here for the gameplay, but at least we'll get some sort of subtitles. Is this Titan's dominance? I'm guessing so. Shiva, what's up? What's up, Titan? Looking spooky as normal. Like, the last few iterations of Titan have been frightening. Like, he was crazy-eyed looking in Final Fantasy 15.
The protagonist of our story is Clive Rosfield, and his journey takes place in the realm of Valisthea. We follow the epic tale of Clive, Shield of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria, as it unfolds across 3 distinct periods in our hero's life: his teens, 20s, and 30s.
Oh, that dude is dead. Wow. He was turned into red
While the story
goo.
begins with Clive in his 20s, a fully playable flashback will allow you to experience the pivotal events that shaped his past and present. And thus does the curtain open on this newest Final Fantasy adventure.
They're gonna need a bucket. Yeah, a couple of buckets. Can we save him? You mean in like some Tupperware? I don't think killing the kid worked very well. Oh no, kid might still kind of be dead. Ifrit seems to be beating the shit out of Phoenix right now. But kid is Phoenix, so, you know, the Phoenix rises from the ashes.
navigation in Final Fantasy XVI is driven via a world map, with locations being added and updated as players progress through the main narrative. The world map can be opened at any time, allowing players access to all manner of locations across Valisthea. Here, players will meet new friends, encounter formidable foes, and uncover great and wondrous mysteries.
This game is gorgeous. Power to the art team. This must have taken forever. How many people are working on this? Hundreds. Art team has to be huge. Oh yeah, ride that chocobo. Like, damn. Time to breathe. The gold chocobo runs more. He's already got a white one. But can you pet the dog? I know that you can pet the dog.
Next,
So yes.
I'd like to talk about the combat of Final Fantasy XVI.
Yes.
All the battles in the game take place in real time and
I'm
are
ready.
turn-based.
That's fine.
As Clive progresses through the story, he will learn a wide array of exciting abilities from the icons that he encounters. Now, let's take a moment to admire Clive in action.
Oh, I'm admiring. Don't you worry. We Myron all up in here. I don't feel like you were doing much to that guy. Ooh. He's got some sort of, like, poise bar of some sort. The big strong guy did. He had a yellow, like this wind elemental has it too. Stagger bar, maybe. What the hell was that shit? Some sort of perfect timed charge up power attack? And for Chocobo rarities, Eve, it just completely depends on the game. Jesus. Virgil ass bitch up in here. Wicked combo. Giga Flare, ability finish. Giga Flare, times 30, ability finish.
The abilities that Clive wields have unique characteristics.
Hey, look, a
depending
sphere
on the
grid.
icon they are derived from. Players can use ability points
A Crystarium.
collected by defeating enemies to unlock more abilities, or
You know, the art team was like, you know those old Spanish galleons? Let's put rocket engines on that. I mean, you gotta have airships, man. It's Final Fantasy. We sure this isn't Devil May Cry 6 / Bayonetta? No.
you can let the game choose for you.
But that's okay. It wasn't in the air. Not
Final
yet.
Fantasy 16 includes a range of timely accessories to provide support to those players who may not be so skilled at action games, bringing them a truly enjoyable experience.
Cool.
Players are encouraged to equip Clive with different combinations of these accessories until they find the one that perfectly matches their
Accessibility
own playstyle.
accessories. I like that.
A combination I can particularly recommend to those who may struggle with action gameplay is the Ring of Timely Focus and the Ring of Timely Strikes. This combination allows players to unleash a wide array of different techniques just by pressing a single attack button, as well as shifting into a window of slow motion whenever Clive is about to be hit by an attack,
Cool.
giving them a little extra time to hit R1 and evade. Alternatively, players could equip an accessory that fully automates evasion.
Cool.
As I said before, I really encourage everyone to discover the combination that works best for them.
Can adjust it to whatever your needs are. I know a couple of people that if it wasn't for like that accessory, they wouldn't be able to play the game.
And for those who want to concentrate on the story, don't forget to choose.
I would use those just for laziness.
Starting a
Some
new
people
game.
need them though, and that's fine.
In this mode, timely accessories
Hang on
are
a second.
automatically equipped from the start.
I wanted to go back and see this. Okay, this is just system settings.
starting a new
This
game.
screen, the next one was the accessibility settings. But visual alerts, alert size, alert opacity, very limited there. But I guess they put more of the accessibility stuff in the accessories, so.
Allowing players to immerse themselves in the narrative experience without having to worry.
I like
too
more
much
accessibility in games. I just like that more people get to play the game. Yeah, and especially like, you know, with action games, they can be really unapproachable to certain people. So making them more approachable is really good. Like, it's one of the things that I was really disappointed with like Bayonetta 3. That game is so, if you can't play the game like at its base design, you can't play it.
Who will join him as friends and allies.
This place. These are fallen ruins.
Well, we didn't think they'd mind. And it keeps the black from our lungs.
She's got a seatbelt keeping her in that chair.
Sidolphus, who becomes a mentor to Clive.
Sidolphus? Sidolphus?
Jill, a friend from Clive's youth.
It really is.
Such encounters and reunions will set Clive on a path of great personal growth.
It is.
Clive.
Some of these companions will even accompany Clive on his adventures, fighting alongside him and finding lots to talk about along the way.
I want a hug, right?
That said, players will only need to focus on controlling Clive. Party members are fully AI-driven, providing support for the hero.
That was
and
cool.
Constantly adapting and responding to his actions.
Whoa. Jill? That cat does not look hurt. That cat looks like it is scratching its back. Cool. Hi, Shiva. It's good to see you. Puppo.
Oh, and we cannot forget Torgal.
Yeah. Torgal.
A smart,
Ow! Holy shit! Hold on. Hang on. Did we just see Clive get his shit rocked 40 feet up into the air? Bro, that sucked. That sucked so much for you.
and willing to stand by him in the face of whatever cruel fate may befall them.
Best Puppo.
Torgal will act of his own accord, but players can also give him direct commands. Just don't forget to give this good boy some treats every now and then.
I'll give him all the Tritos.
Goots, get her upstairs.
But none will...
Don't fret about Karen. I've taken care of her fee.
All of it?
She's the best healer this side.
Imagine your name being Goots.
You've nothing to worry about. Go on. Have a look around. I'll be my soul.
After progressing somewhat through the game, Clive will gain access to Sid's hideaway. Here in the hideaway, Clive will find a shop where he can purchase new weapons, armor, and consumables such as potions.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Well,
Blackthorn, a highly skilled blacksmith, works the hideaway's forge, bring in materials to craft new gear or upgrade existing items.
Convenient that you're not dead.
After upgrading your equipment or unlocking new abilities, try accessing the Arete Stone. Here, players can enter a virtual training area outside the bounds of time and space, where they are free to refine and practice combos of their very own.
Well, that's cool. I was
Once you're
surprised that
confident in your skills, try
you
your
can
hand at
choose the
arcade
enemies in a
and
whole
see
bunch
how
of
your
different
scores
like
stack up against players
battle
from around the
settings.
world.
neat.
The hideaway is home to a lot of other features as well.
To side quests. I feel bad for the AI if I'm trying to play. I can't adapt to my own actions. It'll do its best.
Also view information on quests offered all around.
Why not just beat the game for us and show the ending? I will! In June, when the game's out. Feel like this hideaway thing would have been neater to just discover, like, hey, look at this shit. I mean, it's mostly like, it's a 20-minute long state of play. They're wanting to break down all of your different mechanics and options available to you.
Still busy saving the world?
Who are you?
Mid.
Her name's
When
Mid.
you get back.
Damn. How dare you, Clive? How dare you? Moogles! Look at him. He's so rotund.
Wasn't expecting you back so soon.
I didn't like that sound.
Visit the hunt board to
Oh my
gain
God.
information on elite marks, fearsome foes lurking about the realm in desperate need of slaying. The Moogle will be your guide.
Yes, guide me, Moogle. It's very convenient that the hideaway appears to be in the very center of the world. Or at least the continent. You're horrifying.
There's also Lordman Harpocrates, who will unlock Valisthea's secrets as Clive recounts tales of his adventures.
I love it.
I have quite the find for you today. You wish to study the tomes?
Still not sure how I feel about like these like readable lore entries.
Tales, a scholar and strategist who will be more than happy to explain to Clive the current state of the realm and provide information on key players. There are all kinds of interactions and features in the hideaway to help players get even more enjoyment out of their time with Final Fantasy XVI.
Ever changing, Clive.
Jeez. Cool. Oh.
On his travels, Clive will
Oh.
encounter a wide array of fearsome foes.
I don't like that it has like a hole in its tongue. It's grody. That knight does not seem to give a shit. Fafnir? Like a pangolin looking thing? Clive, you grabbed the tip of that. Is your hand okay? Porgal, you could have helped during that. Oh, okay. This bitch ass is only level 12? Shit. Ow. He did that to us. That sucks.
He will, of course, clash with
What's
the
up, Hugo?
who wield the power of the icons.
Quite the cinematic moments. Yeah, no kidding. They seem to be fairly, like, limited in terms of your interaction in them. Hey, sus. Got them double-stitched sap gloves for grabbing the whole-ass blade. Man, I need to order me some of those. What is happening?
Mysterious constructs of the fallen, a civilization shrouded in mystery.
Jesus. This is fine. That was a really clever transition just then.
And we cannot forget the icons themselves. Experience unparalleled real-time action combat as Clive takes command of the iconic might coursing through his veins and shatters his very limits.
Clive, you look great.
The shining point of Final Fantasy XVI, however, has to be the breathtaking icon versus icon.
These are the ones that I'm really curious about in terms of how interactive versus cinematic these are. Because, like, in a way, these kind of feel like when you were Noctis fighting Leviathan in Final Fantasy 15, and it looked cool, but boy, playing it was like, meh. This section right here looks okay, but there's been some other stuff that I'm like, that looks very cinematic. How much of this is fun to actually do versus just enjoyable to watch, you know?
These battles differ depending on the icon encountered, and every showdown is unique, right down to gameplay. Players will experience everything from a 3D scrolling shooter to a heavyweight wrestling match with devastating attacks that encompass the entire battlefield.
Well, there's Bahamut.
These massive scale boss battles.
What the fuck is going on with his wings?
And I can promise you heart-stopping, controller-gripping excitement.
Okay, I'm holding you to it.
Hands on the game for yourself.
Jesus. Titan is so big. He makes Ifrit look like a bug.
Nice trick. But if you can do it, then so could I.
You've learned Brimstone. Okay. There were medieval sword techniques where soldiers and knights would just grab the blade and beat the shit out of their opponent with the hilt. I wouldn't, like, you better have some confidence in your opponent's blade not being very sharp and your gloves having some pretty good cut protection. Like, if you got the right type of, like, chainmail and stuff, that'll protect from slashes pretty damn well. But it's only under very specific circumstances, and it definitely looked like Clive was just wearing some fucking leather gloves. And that person was full on trying to, like, stab him. Typhon! Where's my big, gross nose man? Titan lost, and he's the size of a mountain. Jesus. You know, Roji, it does make me kind of wonder, though, like, how much are you not showing us? You've shown us a whole lot. Whole lot of bosses and characters and zones and everything. Like, what have you not shown us? Turns out Titan Lost is the final boss. Oh, well, we're dead. That's fucking Odin. Don't let him touch you with that blade. I guess slicing your hand is better than being stabbed to death. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but depending on the blade, it's not actually going to slow down for shit.
So everyone, what did you think? Thank you for taking the time to join us today. Final Fantasy XVI will be available worldwide on June 26th.
No need to play the game anymore. We showed 80% of it just to get you interested. Yeah.
Battle content, side content, endgame content, and more. We hope to bring you more on these aspects of the game in the near future.
Yeah, I hope that's not the case too.
I'm truly excited to finally be able to reveal that Final Fantasy XVI's main theme was written and performed by one of Japan's greatest recording artists, Kenshi Yonezu. We've still got a lot more in store.
I unfortunately don't know who that is.
And I hope you all
not by
pre-order the
name.
game and join us in Valisthea on release day. This has been Naoki Yoshida, producer of Final Fantasy XVI. See you again soon.
Yoshi P was way louder than the dude that was translating for him, and I find that to be very unfortunate. Okay, so that is us getting caught up to where Final Fantasy 16 is available, like the marketing of Final Fantasy 16 that's available up to this point in time. I don't think that's the case, Cerulean. Square Enix is really, really bad, though, in their trailers about showing a bunch of spoilery-ass shit. I know a lot of people were... What game was it that came out recently that there was like a remake of that Square Enix made that the trailer was just like damn near the whole frickin' game? Oh, it was Crisis Core. It was Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion. They showed off literally like 95% of the entire game's like major story beats in one trailer. It was like a 3.5-minute trailer that was just a super cut of every single thing that was in that damn game. All the Kingdom Hearts 3 worlds. Yeah, I don't know why Square Enix does that, but it is definitely a thing. And I feel like they probably overshowed a lot of things in this state of play. I don't have a problem with like them showing the hideout or anything like that, or some of the characters, and definitely not some of the battle mechanics, but I feel like they showed off a few too many areas, a few too many zones, and a few too many bosses. There's still a lot of story stuff, because like that's definitely something that they did keep under wraps, is the plot, right? We do know that there's something to do with the icons. Each country has an icon. They're tentatively at war, but not, because the icons are such destructive forces. But the actual overall story, they didn't really give us any of that. And so really that's the thing that is still the mysterious pull, is what is happening and why. But I feel like they did show an awful lot. Please pre-order the game. I already pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered the friggin' overpriced collector's edition. Toonami just did that with My Hero literal season finale, and they're like, and here's the big emotional punch. I don't know. I don't understand. There's got to be a marketing reason for it, but I don't know what it is. What was I going to say? Oh, one of the other things that's crazy about Final Fantasy 16 is that this game has already gone gold, which for a game to go gold, just in case you don't know, a game that has went gold means that they are done with 1.0. Like the 1.0 version that'll be printed onto the discs has been finished, finalized, and sent off. And it actually went gold before this state of play. It went gold a week or two ago, if my memory serves correctly. And so for a game to go gold more than 2 months before its release date is wild and impressive and crazy, which means that they felt that far ahead of release that they're like, nope, we're done. We're done. It's good. It's good to go. It's solid. There's no other changes that we want to make. They still had time to make additional changes and additions or whatever, but I guess they were just confident enough that they're like, nope, send it to the frickin' presses, which is crazy. Like Cerulean, yay, day one patches. I mean, I'm sure there will be one, but the question is like, how much of one will there be? Because going gold that early is really wild because of the amount of confidence that they must have in the product. Like they were confident that 1.0 was so good already that they didn't need that extra time that they could have taken to push for a later gold date, which is cool, but also like a little bit like wild at the same time. It's really crazy to see that. And I don't know if that means that I should be excited or if I should be nervous. I'm very certain we will get a day one patch, but I'm just not sure what that day one patch will be. That said, if they do have a 1.0 that's gone gold, that technically means that they could have already sent out the review copies. I don't know what time, like, I'm obviously not big enough that I can even have a shadow's dream of getting a review copy of Final Fantasy 16, but I'm not sure what the embargo for this game will look like, when we'll start to see reviews coming out or first impressions come out. There was some people that were flown out to Square Enix in Japan, some larger creators that got to play Final Fantasy 16 in-house at Square Enix, and those videos have already been released and put out. But with 1.0 being released, like, one, it means that I might actually have a freaking hope of getting my collector's edition in a reasonable amount of time. So Final Fantasy 16 reminds me a bit of Valkyrie Elysium, as if that game was a beta. Well, I mean, having played Valkyrie Elysium, that game was a sad, pathetic piece of programmed product. That was a lot of P's. I don't feel like Final Fantasy 16 is going to be that way necessarily. I certainly hope not, because I'm hopeful for Final Fantasy 16, where I was like, yeah, we'll check out Valkyrie Elysium. Seeing you play it made me sad. I was sad playing it. And I definitely hope to not be that way when it comes to Final Fantasy 16. There's definitely a lot here. It looks really good. But there's a lot of questions still, but I'm already invested in it day one, ready to go. Yeah, so that's Final Fantasy 16. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear from you. Are you a big Final Fantasy nerd and lifelong fan like I am? Are you relatively new to the series? There's also a lot of Final Fantasy fans that have been burnt. I don't want to say burnt, because they were personally burnt, but I don't necessarily feel like the company itself was trying to burn fans. Because there's been a lot of very long beloved fans, and then around the release of Final Fantasy 12 to 13, and then the time since, they felt as though the Final Fantasy that they once knew, they loved, and it has now been lost. And if you want to have a conversation of action games versus turn-based games, we can also have that conversation as well in the comments. I like to talk, and I'd love to talk some more with you if you feel like talking to me. We can have a conversation about anything you want and more. If you want to have a conversation on other platforms, two great places to do so are Discord and Twitter, so go check that out. I'll leave links to everything down below the like button. And we did have this entire conversation on Twitch, so if you want to be part of that conversation, be sure to check us out. We do stream 4 days a week, and I'd love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. Do watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. Now this is pod racing. All right, we got a battle to run. I do feel like that state of play overshared, but it was really good. You know, that first trailer that we watched, the Revenge trailer, I think it was actually a better trailer than the whole damn state of play was. State of play was great, but I feel like the Revenge trailer was much better for building up hype. What are we doing next? Let's do... Dead Island 2. Oh, I need to run the battle. That's what I need to do. I wish I was important enough to get sent to another country to play a video game. I think I peaked with some middle management of product development at Western Digital called me to apologize for continually sending me back this hard drive that caught fire on initial startup. Small victories, Rochi. But yeah, I wish I was friggin' important enough to be sent to Japan to play Final Fantasy 16. Like, fuck yeah. I would love that. Sign me up. Can't tell if the nails are shiny or sparkly. Both? Glitter. Shiny, shiny, shiny. Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. All right, we got one gladiator. It can be yours for 420 channel points. Most kills going to Meat Pie Man. Most assists go to Meat Pie Man. Second place kill to Bard Thulu. Second place assist going to myself. Athena tied with first place on assists. You know something fucked up when you have some R&D manager from a company calls you asking how the thing caught fire and how they never saw anything like it before? I don't know, dude. I just plugged it in. Schmai with the gladiator. That's exactly what I said. Bro, I'm not some like unique use case here. I literally just plugged it in to use it and then the damn thing caught fire. What do you want from me? Shouldn't you have like a lab that can try and determine where the fire came from to, you know, like, speaking of sus. Sorry. So you have some sort of lab that you can plug shit into to be able to tell me, like, to figure out where the fire came from and what might have caused it? Isn't that like, do some forensics, bro? All right, place your units, everybody. All right, let's get this next one up and ready to go. This is Dead Island 2. Ah, yes, the long-lost Todoroki sibling. Quite. It was a pre-1994 computer. If it was a pre-1994 computer, it'd be understandable that the magic spoke would come out of the cable that was put in backwards. But the thing was built in 2016. So if you managed to get into the cable backwards, it would just throw up an error. Yeah, I don't know, man. But, I mean, power to you for, you know, breaking things well enough by just standard using them that they wanted to interrogate you. How did you misuse our product? And you know, the reason that they probably were so curious about it is because if their hard drives are catching fire, that's one, like, probably reason for a recall and concern over a lawsuit. All right, put in your Pog Swans, your Re-Swans, or whatever other emote fits your fancy. It can be from my channel, your channel, or anyone else's. We got that YouTube Swan as a default. If you're not a subscriber, but if you do have BTTV, you can use, hang on, there we go. You can use this one. That way you don't have to spend the muns to be able to. My back is grumpy. Back is so grumpy. Just to be able to use a little YouTube emote. All right, here we go. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan, and today we are checking out Dead Island 2. Now, there have been, I think, some like reviews or maybe some early previews for Dead Island 2 that have already come out, and it's going in some different ways, but you know, that is just how it kind of goes sometimes. This game, I'm amazed that this game got released, right? So if the very first video we got is from June of 2014, because there was a trailer for this at E3 2014, and then the next trailer we got was August of 2022. There was an 8-year gap of time as this game got passed from like publisher to publisher to publisher, developer to developer to developer to developer. It's been just passed around. It's finally here. People that were excited about it a long time ago, they forgot about video gaming entirely, but we're here. It finally made it to present time. So we're gonna go back to 2014 and we'll check out the first trailer and then we'll make our way to the present. So here's Dead Island 2. Ah, yes. The pinnacle of 2014 CG animation. Cock bulge. Man, can you imagine getting a tattoo that says live in the dream? Fuck. Yeah, just cover that up. It's fine. I hate this dude. Did he just point at his dick? Oh. Oh. Damn it. Stop missing him. Am I getting copywritten for this? God damn it. The fucking helicopter blades missed him too. Okay, but what headphones does he have that he can't hear any of this? I know, right? Oh, he's turning into a zombie. Okay. That's good. Oh, good. Oh. 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 Wilhelm scream. God damn it. The zombie van. Zombies are gross. Yeah.
Hold on.
He's like my tunes.
Sweet. Come on, dude. Time to split. Freaking awesome! Let's go. Dude, chill. I got this.
Were people excited for that? That was fucking weird, bro. That was weird. All right, let's jump into this gameplay trailer from August of 2022. Let's check out the sneakers. I knew it immediately. Oh, check them out. Gotta pull the feet out of them. Gameplay looks just as good as that CG animation did. Don't pay attention to that. There's 8 years of time difference between them.
It's hammer time.
Let's wait for the happy ending.
Jimmy?
What the fuck just happened?
Humanity's survival depends on the red gold pumping through my veins.
Well, sounds like you're the star of the show now.
This motherfucker.
What is happening? This game's gross. What's up, dude?
This is beyond insane.
We'll need a shower? Yeah, no kidding. All right. We got more to go, bro. Let's go. All right, Dead Island 2. Wait, official gameplay trailer? Isn't that what we just watched? This is 4 minutes long, though, and they released months after one another. All right. Take me on a journey, I guess. It's lovely. Nothing like the hot Californian air.
Welcome to the Zompocalypse. I hate to tell you, but you picked the wrong time to come to town. Bet you thought your world was in chaos, didn't ya? Try this on for size. Bitten,
a big boy.
Infected, somewhere between alive and dead.
God, are they turning?
Shit doesn't get more real than this. Los Angeles, city of angels, or as we like to call it, LA. Just think of it as your own stylish, sun-baked, zombie-smashing playground.
Call that shit LA. I hate it.
These hungry bastards are everywhere. But don't worry. There's more to this
We can
city
still
than
have a good
hours
time.
of skull busting. It's crawling with adventure and crazy ways to pass your final days. We've got all the usual tourist attractions, albeit with a uniquely horrifying vibe. There's loads of survivors.
You want to blast on a Trent special?
Although,
Were you getting the pizza?
they're all as mad as the flesh eaters. How'd you like me now, eh? Wait, shit! Ah!
Seems they like you a lot, Jacob. I'll take it from here. We've all dreamt about smashing zombie brains, right?
Wow.
You're slicing, kicking, stomping, burning, or whatever it is. You're gonna really feel it. I guess dreams do come true.
I'm getting content ID'd on these trailers
You'd be
alone.
amazed at what these Angelinos keep in their Hollywood houses. Katanas, machetes, swords, hammers, bigger hammers. Are those bear claws? And naturally, a holy shit ton of guns. If that doesn't do the job, DIY is always your friend. This is too awesome. Oh, and that zombie bite came with a little Papa Z power. Which is always handy. Friggin' zombies. These reanimated fuckers come in all shapes and sizes. We got big ones.
Yeah, I think we zombie out, Athena. I think that's exactly what they just said.
No, not you, dummy. Noisy ones. God, I hate the noisy ones. Even pretty ones. You really can't knock
Yeah,
them
that
stuff.
one, that last one, beautiful.
Except for this guy. Back for more, huh? Hey, different strokes for different folks, right? As long as the dead stay dead. So, what do you say? See you in hell?
I fucking guess. Jesus. All right, we got two more. That's a 14-minute extended gameplay reveal trailer. I think you showed me a lot. Here, let's watch this cinematic title sequence. Let's go, Bo. Yeah. The good old vampire trope, but Zambos. Yeah. Just a bit of blood. Just a wee bit, you know? That's all just ketchup on the floor. Don't worry about it. That's ketchup too. Also ketchup. This is just a Waffle House. Like, no, this is Patrick. All right. Seen enough. So that's Dead Island 2. It's going to be available on Game Pass day one. So, you know, if you don't want to spend any amount of money beyond your Game Pass subscription on April 21st, if you want to just try out murdering zombies in some of the most like wild, crazy, horrific ways, there you go. At least I'm very certain it's going to be on Game Pass. I believe so. Maybe. I think I could be wrong. I'm not sure. Now I'm not confident that's on Game Pass, but I feel like I recall reading that it was going to be on Game Pass. I'm very certain actually that it's on Game Pass. Hang on. Is it on this screen? This is the PlayStation account. It absolutely wouldn't show up on that one either. Like, they wouldn't put an advertisement for Game Pass on the PlayStation channel. But either way, I'm very certain that it is on Game Pass. So, you know, if you just want to have some good times, there you go. Because I wouldn't pay $70 for that, but maybe I'm just not the right target audience for it. You just running them over with cars in Dead Island 1? Yeah, I missed that. The only thing I remember about Dead Island 1, what was it Dead Island 1 or was it Dead Island Riptide that had the collector's edition that was just a bust of boobs? Like, it was just a statue of boobs and the head was ripped off. I remember there was this big controversy about that particular release. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Not anymore. Now it's just full of ketchup. All right, so don't talk to PlayStation about Game Pass. You'll hurt their feelings. Yeah, no, don't talk about PlayStation about Xbox. They just get, like, irrationally upset. Anyway, so that's Dead Island 2. I have no thoughts whatsoever. That was an experience that I think I would sooner forget. Let me know what your thoughts are, though. You can put them down in the comments below if you so feel inclined. Did you play Dead Island 1? Were you a fan? It's been, a hot minute, even since that first trailer. So how do you feel about Dead Island 2 now? Is it something that you're like, yeah, let's go. Let's get into it. I got nothing, man. So, yeah, we'll just roll on out of the video. Okay, thanks. Discord, Twitter. I could talk on those. If you liked the video, leave it a like. If you want to see other ones, subscribe to the channel. We did stream all of this on Twitch, though. So if you want to be here, this is the time. That's where you can find us at. And if you did like the video, please like it. But anyway, if you do watch from the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. Bye. Zombie Bait Collector's Edition for Riptide. It was a statue of a torso with boobs, no head or arms. Yeah, I remember there was a whole big ordeal about that. It was a big ordeal. All right, what are we doing next? I need to go change shirts. We'll do Stray Blade next. We'll do Stray Blade, and then Wuthering Waves, and then Advance Wars and Trinity Trigger, and that's where we'll stop. Well, I mean, that's where we'll stop, and then we'll be done. All right, I'll be right back. All right. Well, that happened. Schwan is disturbed. Yes, definitely. In more ways than one, but Dead Island 2 certainly didn't help. All right, put in your Pog Swans, your Reswans, or whatever other emote fits your fancy, whether it's from my channel, your channel, or anyone else's. We'll get started on Stray Blade. All right, here we go. Gotta like get back into go time because that fucking broke me. Hang on, my back hurts. Oh, yes, us get him. I'm gonna stand up for a minute. Actually, it hurts. I got a spot that is upset. It is angy. All right, here we go. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan, and today we are checking out Stray Blade. Now, despite this game having like a lot of marketing, I somehow have just seen none of it. I expected to, like, when I was pulling these up, to like maybe have like some sort of recollection of this game from like Gamescom or Tokyo Game Show or something. Nope, no idea what this is. And Steam isn't very helpful either. I checked the tags on it. It's like single player hack and slash Souls-like, and I'm like, yeah, but Souls-like is so vague now, and hack and slash is just as vague. So this game comes out like tomorrow. So, you know, here we go. Let's go find out what Stray Blade is together. Maybe it'll be something we're excited about. I don't know. So first we got the reveal trailer from August of 2021, and we'll work our way forward from there. Okay, it's kind of Soulsy looking, yeah. I saw something that kind of looked like a perfect reload. Yeah, there it is again. Okay. This fucking deer just armored up with its antlers. All right, moving on. Here's a combat trailer from December 16th of 2021.
Welcome to Akria. In this video, we show some of our core combat features and give a first insight into the world of Stray Blade. Master the art of true swordsmanship in this fast-paced melee combat game.
I feel like I learned -2 things from that first trailer. We learned that it was a game and you have a sword.
A combination of swift strikes and devastating blows to shatter your enemies. Benefit from an 8-dimensional dodging system, allowing for fluent movement and a realistic combat experience.
8-dimensional combat system.
Anticipating enemies' attacks.
Okay, so you got a parry.
Can leave even the toughest of foes stumbling. Throw them off balance and answer their attack with a quick riposte to gain the upper hand in a life or death situation. Customize your fighting style by choosing from an arsenal of 30 different weapons. Each weapon offers a unique.
Damn, the tracking on that dude.
Creative and be prepared when engaging the enemy in combat. Switch between 2 weapons of choice and create your own unique playstyle. Master your blades to unlock an even deadlier flurry of attacks and watch your enemies crumble to epic finisher moves.
That was cool. You got like the scythe and rapiers and stuff.
Fight your way through and reach the Elisine demigods. Bring
Lots of style in the weapons and how they fight.
Only you can bring peace to the ancient valley of Akria.
Oh, that was the end. Lol. I don't know why I was expecting it to, like, I don't know, do something else, but nope, it just ended right fucking there. All right, Here's Combat Trailer 2 from April of 2022.
Stray Blade. Welcome back to Akria.
Hi.
This second combat trailer will take you even deeper into the world of Stray Blade. First of all, let's wrap up Stray Blade's combat system.
Okay.
Different weapons allow different ways to engage in combat. Dual wield, two-handed, or the classic shield and sword. There is always a new finisher to discover. On top of that, you guessed it, a clean, sleek dodging system.
Did I guess it? Did you guess it?
Now it's time to introduce you to your ever-trusty companion, Boji. He will
Hi,
guide
Boji.
you through the ancient valley of Akria, be it through his wit or his magical powers. The bond between you and your little companion is crucial, as he will be the one helping you out of tricky situations. You see, death is inevitable, so you need to make sure Boji is around when things go sour. He will try his best at keeping you alive, occasionally reviving you when you thought the battle was already lost.
Thanks, Boji.
Although he is well versed in the arts of magic, Boji is not afraid to get physical. He will pounce at enemies, giving you a window of opportunity to fight immediate threats. Boji is a cunning scholar. By throwing your enemies off balance, he'll give you a brief opening, allowing you to deliver an opportunistic backstab. Finally, after you establish a strong bond with Boji, he'll help you to the fullest. Blasting your enemies with magical shockwaves, scattering them around, and giving
Why
you
is
multiple
Boji not just the
opportunities
one
to
that's
get
fighting
into the
everybody?
action.
He seems way more badass than we are.
And be one of the first to explore Akria by adding Stray Blade to your wish list.
I'm not currently inclined or feeling like I'm going to. All right, here's the official gameplay trailer from August of 2022. Getting closer. Maybe the game will start to, you know, have some more polish as we get closer to today. This looks like Dark Souls with extra steps. You know, the thing is that, like, it does feel very Dark Souls-y, but I haven't seen anything yet that makes me go, yeah, let's fucking go, bro. You know, I'm just like, it kind of looks like a different art style for a Soulsian game. The fuck is that interface? So the green bar, if you empty it, you can execute them, but I'm not sure what all of the different sections of the health bar are. To be honest, I like where this game thinks it's going to go, but where it will probably end up is everyone spamming one or two super strong moves ad nauseum. I mean, that's how a lot of Soulsian games end up. Like, normally big wompy builds will end up being like just really, really strong, and then you can kind of just murder through the entire game with those. And you have to self-impose a change of gameplay style if you want it to not feel that way. So but definitely right now so far it feels like Dark Souls, but with the art style of Paladins or Battleborn or, you know, something along those lines. I think you're trying to show off the environment here and it's not working. Like, I realize I probably sound pretty negative. I don't necessarily think that this game is going to be bad, but I also don't feel as though it is doing anything to draw you to it right now. Especially if you've already played a healthy number of Soulsians. Like, if you've played Dark Souls and Bloodborne and The Surge and Neo and stuff, it's like, unless you just want another Soulsian game, like, I'm not seeing anything here that really wows me. There was another Soulsian game that we checked out semi-recently. Is called Absteragos, Curse of the Stars. And it kind of had a similar vibe, but it was much more eye-catching in some of the stuff that it was doing than this game is. This game in a lot of... Wow, the frame drops as you're panning. Good lord. Like, if Absteragos Curse of the Stars, I was like, I can see some things here that are appealing. This game definitely feels like they were just told to make a Souls game, and so they did. This game is called Stray Blade, Rochi. Stray Blade. Absteragos Curse of the Stars. Really good game, but the DLC feels cheap. I mean, if that's the largest complaint, is that the DLC is just like underwhelming or overpriced, like, I'll take it. Like, the animation work is pretty good, right? Like, they had some pretty good looking animations for like the different weapons, but the actual gameplay itself isn't something that's making me go, yeah, that feels like it'll feel good to play. Well, they still got more. We still have 2 more trailers. So this is the Tokyo Game Show trailer from September of 2022. Wasn't that basically just Dark Souls to begin with, though? Dress up and sometimes fight big boss things? Maybe Demon Souls. Dark Souls kind of is really what kicked off the genre. How does this somehow look worse? Maybe it's just this particular video. Maybe the feed from the Tokyo Game Show wasn't great. It at least looks like it's running better. That's how I played DS2 and DS3. Fashion Souls was fun. Since I only play games once, for the most part, I've just tried to do a build that I haven't done before when I play a new Soulsian game, if that option is available. Why does this look unfinished? That's kind of what we've been talking about this whole time, Athena, of like, something just feels weird here. Like, the animation work is really good, but a lot of the other, like, parts of it feel... I don't know. Like, something's off. Something's wrong. It doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look good either. It doesn't make me want to play it. Double check YouTube. It says it was at 1080p. It didn't update just now, so. All right, here's the story trailer. Maybe that'll be more interesting, but. Like, it looks flat? Yeah, I don't know.
I traveled alone, as I always did.
I know what it reminds me of now. A game that textures won't load fully. That's a good way to describe it. Yeah, sure.
With more money and power. And then I I took my first step onto a Korean ground.
Still seeing some weird frame rate issues too.
It shouldn't be that hard to find a way out of here.
And so, the mysterious guide finally reveals himself. It is I, Boji, apprentice to the greatest sage of Akria.
That's Boji's voice?
A talking wolf monster.
You, my fellow adventurer, are now bound to this valley by the stone in your chest. There is someone who can remove that connection, though the way to him is long and hard.
We all leave this place. Together.
They run this on a Switch? I'm not sure. Maybe it's designed that way so it can run on Switch. I didn't look at the platforms that it's on. It's the way some things look super nice and others look like they fired the person working on it and put it in anyways. Running out of time or money.
Hard journey, wasn't it?
It's like a weird, like, it almost feels like a art style of like Immortals Phoenix Rising, but it doesn't actually have any personality to it. So that's Stray Blade. It releases on April 20th. Does not currently have a pre-order price on here. I don't know how much it's going to be. Does it say platforms on here? This is on PlayStation's account. PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Epic Games, and Steam. So it's not even going to be on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch isn't shown on here either. So it's a next-gen only game. Interesting. Honestly, it could be out of time, patch it later if anyone complains, which isn't abnormal nowadays, though. No, it's not. It's made... Who's it made by? So it's being published by 505. That's not surprising. 505 puts their name on a lot of stuff. Point Blank Games. Point Blank Games only has one other game listed on Steam, and that is Shock Tactics, which has mostly negative reviews. 39% positive out of 89 user reviews. Now, mind you, that's not very many reviews. It was a strategy RPG turn-based game. So, turn-based tactical game. Like XCOM. 3.4 hours. This person played 32 hours. Cons. Poorly optimized. Poor map design. Clunky UI. I don't think they got better on their UI. That UI for Stray Blade looked really, really rough. Campaign is poorly designed. Interesting. And that was 6 years ago. I'm going to do a quick search on Point Blank Games and see if they released something else that just didn't make its way onto Steam. That's their actual website. Point Blank Video Game Series. I guess we'll go to their website, see if there's anything else on here. Independent video game company in Berlin. This is the whole website. Okay. All right. Well, we tried. Looks like it's being run on a refrigerator. Something's weird about it, right? Skyrim is old enough to probably run on a smart fridge. You can play Skyrim on your freaking Amazon Xlala. So, yeah. All right. So that's Stray Blade. I'm thoroughly whelmed. Let me know what your thoughts are. Put them down in the comments below. If you want to keep up the conversation elsewhere, Discord and Twitter are great places to do so. I like to talk, and I'd love to talk some more if you want to talk with me. We had this whole conversation here on stream because we do stream on Twitch, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. To watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream. Thank you, and enjoy. Like, weird as ass shit. Some weird shit, man. Is the battle ready? It is. That was odd. It was very odd. Very odd. Okay, hang on. There's actually something else that I was going to do real quick. Okay. Jolly good work. We won that time. 3 monks. Most kills going to Meat Pie Man. Most assists going to Athena. Monks going to Athena. It's time for the boss. How many more reactions do we have? 3? 1, 2, 3. Do I need to change shirts? No, I just changed shirts. So we need to do this one next, that, and then we're done, right? Yeah, so Wuthering Waves next. Advance Wars, Trinity Trigger, Dunzo. So this... we should probably mark this one as last. Okay. Artillery. Thanks for that good game, Reliable Battles. Also, Reliable Battles, welcome in. I hope you're well. Alright, place units, everybody. Okay. On to the next one. Next one is Wuthering Waves. Well, we might actually be able to do another battle, but I'll leave it marked as last. If we do another one, we do another one. We'll see how long this particular video set takes. I need a title card. Is that what we're rocking? I guess so. Unless there's maybe one mid-roll. Nope. Basically, they just don't have a friggin' logo. You know, that's a more pleasant one than this bright white shit. The actual words are small as hell, but it's fine. All right. Put in your YouTube swans, your Pog swans, your re-swans, or whatever other emote fits your fancy. It can be from my channel, your channel, or anyone else's. Just a way to say hi to the new YouTube video. Here we go. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan, and today we are checking out Wuthering Waves. Now, I will be honest, I have no idea what this is whatsoever. I saw a couple of screenshots. I was like, that looks cool. It looks like a neat looking anime game. It has a beta test that's launching soon. I don't know what it's launching on. I don't know what the final game is going to be released on. I'm guessing that this is probably going to be like a Genshin Impact adjacent style game, and it's probably going to have gacha all over the place in it. But that's just guesses without knowing literally anything about this game. But we got 7 trailers to chew through for this. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So this is the initial premiere teaser from May 25th of 2022. Let's go.
Their Calumet arrived without a sign.
Calumet? Is that a word?
Without so much as a sigh. What is left untouched by all this pain?
What? What date was on that? Was that 2022? Yeah, 2022, 5/27. Okay. This trailer was posted so 2 days later? Okay. This is 1 day later. This is May 26th. All right, so here's the CG trailer.
Their Calumet arrived.
Unless I spelled it wrong, it's an herb. That's what Sus pulled up too. Calumet. Hang on. It was just there again, wasn't it? Calament. Calumet.
Their world shattered without so much as a sigh.
I mean, this is pretty, but this is all CG so far. Right? Yeah, CG trailer, okay. I don't feel like you're running fast enough. You're running very fast, but I'm still getting the impression that it isn't fast enough. Good job. Considering the boots you're in. They're like water above them? Are you gonna jump?
What is dead will stay buried. Except nothing ever truly dies.
Anime and Booba. I'm sold. Where do I pre-order? I'll give you the link in just a minute. The fuck is that?
What is left untouched by all this pain?
Those are some Code Vein looking ass enemies.
Be heard.
Strangest plant I've ever seen. The Calumet? Yeah, I guess. So, by the way, here's the link to their website if you want it, where you can pre-register. Okay, we're gonna gameplay trailer. Let's go. So this was also from May 26th. It's literally just that same CG again. In-game footage for demonstration purpose does not represent the final quality. Well, I mean, she actually looks very similar to the way she looked in the CG trailer. That's Genshin Impact looking as hell. Alright, we got wire bugs and wall running and... Groots? Can summon Groot? That's pretty good looking so far. I'd really want to know some mechanics. Really want to know some mechanics. All right, what do we got next? Suonare. I'm not sure. All right, gameplay demo. This is from July 23rd, 2022. Hope they don't have a Paimon. I don't know. I mean, hell, I could easily be sold on Genshin without the gacha. Oh, I could too. I don't get the impression initially, though, that this isn't going to have gacha in it. I have not been given that impression quite yet. We've only seen a couple of characters, though. I am glad to see lots of different attacks and abilities coming from the couple of characters we have seen. Admittedly, that is one of the things that I was disappointed with Genshin Impact, is that the combat as a overall system doesn't have a whole lot of depth because the characters are all very samey. And they have very limited combo structures with limited specials. Genshin Impact is much more about juggling your elements than anything else. Okay, so this is the Tokyo Game Show trailer from September 13 of 2022. To be honest, it's hard to name a better combo than waifus and gacha as far as low effort profit goes in game creation. You're right. Well, at least we're definitely getting different footage. We'll also take a look at the website and see if there's any extra information that might be able to be garnered through there. Wait, was that the fucking trailer? Shit, that was the trailer. Okay. Wait. What did you show off at the Tokyo Game Show? Wuthering Waves is going to attend the 2022 Tokyo Game Show, but you didn't show, like, did I miss a trailer? There was, okay, here is an exhibition gameplay trailer. I did miss a trailer. This is 8 minutes long, by the way, just as a heads up. We'll see how much of this we actually go through. If we get some menus, we might be able to get an idea of monetization if it's not just a flat-priced game. IRS hits a little harder than the Genshin Impact people. I'm going to play the gacha game of, am I getting money back or do I owe it? Isn't that fun? Trailer seems quiet. Very cool so far. That was a lot of the same combo repeated. Damn, that was sick. Same combo again. Cinematic moment? Very cinematic so far. That was some cool-ass interactions. Our generic anime boy has the same combo, it would seem. Slightly different, like he's got like a power-up going on right now. And again into another cinematic. I wonder how the fuck these work. Oh. Is this a normal story fight? Like, the progression here is interesting. Looks really good, like, visually. Like, it's definitely a spectacle, but it's hard to tell necessarily what level of engagement we're getting from gameplay mechanics, especially without any type of UI. Frickin' looks cool though. Is this whole exhibition just this one boss fight? Why does this feel extremely familiar to a different trailer we also watched with just one single boss fight? I mean, because we've watched so many trailers on this channel that sometimes they blur together. Okay, so we won. New boss fight. Is this half of this trailer? This is. Is this guy still do the same shit? He does still do the same shit. This is just a different bot. Wait, character switching. Okay, so she's here now. So we do have Genshin Impact style character switching. You've seen this is 3 characters now. And it looked like the boy was like maybe like a time style element. One of them was definitely ice. Like this guy is definitely a time sort of mechanic with the way that he freezes and like time stops for just a moment on his perfect dodges. You're like a I wanted to say wind, but I don't think that was wind. I think that was like, hard to tell. Maybe it is just wind, but the effects of it felt a little kind of like voidish, even though it wasn't purple, right? And then I think you're the ice one. Yeah. Oh, major frame drops there. Jesus. Okay. Pausing that for just a second. Is this whole fun? Okay, they do change to another different enemy here. Big water monster. Even larger frame drops. I don't think we actually need to wait, there's a huge spike here. What is this? What is this thing that a whole bunch of people replayed over and over again? That's another character. Pink hair with a big sword. Was it literally just to get a glimpse of that character? Yes, it was just for getting a glimpse of that character. The lack of voice work is weird as hell. Alright, what is this post stuff that's here? It's a pretty boy. The pretty anime man. And the lunar whale. Okay. Let's keep moving from there. Alright, so this is the closed beta test gameplay trailer from April of 2023. It's April 14th. This is like a day old. A couple days old. Do we have UI yet? The world's cool looking. I'm not sure what the tech level is. It's another different character again. These are fun cuts. It's another guy. Fire dude. Wind guy. Dragon spear wind user. He's cool. Or are you, Roshi? Mm-hmm. Okay. Still looks cool. I still don't feel like you've shown us a whole terrible amount.
You're finally awake.
You finally have a voice. Okay. And then the closed beta test character teaser. Hold on. Yeah, okay. I don't know. This shit moving too fast anyhow. I couldn't tell you if anything moved or not. Plenty moved. We're still just not getting a ton. Tell me.
Gotta make haste. Got it. There's always a shortcut for a hero.
Don't splash me.
I'll meet you there.
It's all Anka's effort. Try a spoon at least.
On second thought, I'm gonna.
Is that edible? Oh, gotta run. I made it. Yang. Finally. Team assembled. Then let's be off.
Okay, I like that trailer the most out of all of them. I definitely like that one the most. Okay, let's see if there's anything at all on this friggin' website. My ears. Help. Hush. Problem solved. Jeez. All right. Okay, so menu, home, weathering waves, pre-register, information. So much info. Quarter, one of the products that originates from the compounds of weathering particles and matters of intelligent organic creatures, humans. Okay. NG drab, near ground barrier that surrounds some Calaria areas, difficult to pass through in most cases. Weatherer crownless, new evolved form of calamons, constantly learning behavioral patterns of humans and even imitating human speech. WST, a gourd-shaped terminal. Okay, so the little thing that they've all been carrying around. It's an identity of quarters. Neolor, one of the weathering substances, very dangerous but has extremely high economy and energy values, an indispensable material for the era. Okay, so Resonator. Are these about the characters? So Danjin, Anki, Rover. And then we have, wait, those were the same. Who's this person then? Awaken with an unknown past. Rover embarks. Oh, is Rover your character? This is the male and the female version of essentially like the Traveler from Genshin Impact? I see, okay. Video, we already watched a ton of those. Gallery. Okay, there was so little actual information about this actual game. Pre-register, that's just to give me a code. Okay. So little information, but based on the number of characters that we saw, and we saw that the character switching and stuff happened, I'm going to guess that this is very strongly a Genshin adjacent style game. Big open world, very open exploration, probably has a gacha that is going to be for the characters, which means that it'll be cool, but it's going to be very disappointing in a lot of ways too. Because like personally, I don't mind gacha as a mechanic, but I do have a lot of issues with it, mostly because it's extremely predatory and preys on people's gambling habits. But also, one of the other frustrating things that I especially found with Genshin Impact specifically is that you would meet characters that are story-relevant characters, and then you could not get those characters. And that was very frustrating because I was like, that character's cool. I'd love to be able to play as that character. And they're like, yeah, well, that's cool. Spend somewhere between $30,000 and $3,000 and maybe you will get that character. And it's like, well, that's awful. But you gave me this other story character and then another story character. They're like, yeah, you want this one? Fucking gamble for it. And I get the feeling that Wuthering Waves is going to do something very similar. Looks cool. I bet I really wish there was like a combat overview trailer that explained how some of this combat stuff goes. But given the way we saw the character switching, I think they're very, very much heavily just copying Genshin Impact as much and aggressively as they can. Looks great. It'll play all right, but I definitely found Genshin Impact's combat to be the most lacking part of that game. It looked good, and like the supers and stuff were cool, but in terms of actual engagement level, it was just not there for me. It didn't have the depth or like the skill ceiling, because it was really just about, do you have the right element and do you have a strong enough character that that element is relevant? It didn't have anything really to do in terms of a skill set, at least not in the parts that I played. But that's Wuthering Waves. Let me know if you've been following it for a little while, then how are you feeling at this point? If you have more information than we were able to garner through these trailers, then please share it with us. I would love to have that, because right now I'm just kind of still feeling a little bit lost. Put all that down in the comments below. If you want to keep up the conversation elsewhere, two great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. I like to talk, and I'd love to talk some more if you want to talk with me. And speaking of talking, we had a conversation about this game while we were making this video, and we did that live on stream, because we do stream on Twitch, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. And if you watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. Okay. Alrighty then. Next phase in 2 minutes. Alright, we'll run that battle early, and I'll go ahead and throw up another one, because we do still have 2 more reactions to do. I need to go change shirts. I'll be right back. Alright, back to sitting we go. Alright. GG's! Good game, says reliable battles. I'm inclined to agree. The desk went too low. Most kills going to myself, followed by Mr. Striker. Most assists to reliable battles with 12. Cena with the flying rogue. Okay, this is actually last. The last one was just a test last. This is actually last. Alright, place units, everybody. Let's go back over here. Make sure we're in the right spot. We are. We'll do this, and then we'll do Trinity Trigger. And I'm hoping that Trinity Trigger isn't a Genshin clone, because it definitely looks like it could be, but I don't know if it is. All right, here we go. Put in your YouTube swans, your Pog swans, your re-swans, or whatever other emote fits your fancy. It could be for my channel, your channel, or anyone else's. Here we go. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan, and today we are checking out Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp. Now, this game, I believe, was supposed to be out a while ago, but it got delayed due to the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. And Nintendo was like, you know, this just isn't the right time to release a war game, especially when one of our factions is definitely very Russian coded. And I guess that they've decided that it's been long enough, or the shareholders have just decided that they've waited long enough and they would like their money now, please. And so this game is now releasing April 21st, 2023. And this is a remake of Advance Wars 1 and 2 back from the Game Boy Advance. And with remakes and remasters and stuff, I wasn't sure if these games would have them, but I actually did manage to find a trailer for, or at least what I believe to be a trailer for Advance Wars and a trailer for Advance Wars 2. Way back. This one is from 2001, and the Advance Wars 2 says it is from E3 2003. So we got some old trailers. I'm sure these are in this one's in a nice crisp 480p. That must be upscaled because the Advance Wars 2 trailer, it's in that lovely 240p. So good. If you see me looking over here a lot, it's probably because these I'll be watching them on this monitor over here. My nice main monitor, it normally makes these super old trailers look like unwatchable garbage. But first, let's check out the times of old, and then we'll look at the times of now. There is no volume.
Battle lines are drawn, soldier. 10 hut. The battle lines
I only have audio in one ear.
soldier. It's up to you to defend the borders in Advance Wars for your Game Boy Advance. As a clever military strategist, you must command ground, air, and naval forces to protect your land while taking enemy territory.
Old trailers. Old trailers are old.
Then eradicate the enemy's ground troops using a tank division. With over 100 different maps to conquer, Advance Wars will march you and the troops over almost every type of terrain imaginable. You can contend for total domination alone, or use the multi-link and battle.
Advance Wars. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Eve, Game Boy Advance, Advance Wars. Oh, that's awful. Oh.
Advance Wars for the Game Boy Advance. It's time to lock and load. Dismissed.
Man, that trailer was painful. Whew! All right, let's see if it got any better 2 years later in 2003 for Advance Wars 2. Spoiler alert. It didn't. You know, Advance Wars is actually never a game that I owned back on my Game Boy Advance. I played a ton of Warlocked. If anyone remembers that ancient game for the Game Boy Color, loved the hell out of that. Played a lot of Pokemon. Played a couple Final Fantasies on my Game Boy. Mostly Pokemon. Lots and lots of Pokemon. Oh, that was it. That was the whole thing. And like that, it's over. All right. Good Lord. All right. Let's move into the present time. So this was the initial show off of it in February of 2022.
The Orange Star Nation needs you. We've got more intel on the Advance Wars.
Okay, maybe it wasn't the initial showcase, but we're fine.
In the first campaign, Advance Wars, you'll advise a colorful cast of commanding officers and use their abilities in vibrant turn-based battles. Each commanding officer is now voiced, bringing even more charm to these characters.
You're gonna get hurt.
I see right through your plans.
Another full campaign awaits in Advance Wars 2 Black Hole Rising. More commanding officers and more diverse terrain can be leveraged for additional tactical opportunities.
I wonder how faithful these are.
Cross into enemy territory. In both campaigns, you can fast forward gameplay and reset your turns for a smoother tactical experience.
Huh, fucked up.
Flex
Reset.
your strategic muscles outside of both campaigns with additional modes. Go for high scores in the War Room. Create and share custom maps in the Design Room.
Okay, that's
Or
cool.
battle friends and frenemies in local and online multiplayer.
Also cool.
Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp marches onto the Nintendo Switch system April 8th.
No, it
Pre-orders
did not.
are available now on Nintendo eShop.
It definitely did not do that. All right, so then we're going to... Oh, I had these backwards. I'm sorry. Here's the announcement trailer. I played the Pokemon games a lot, but I think I also played Donald Duck a ton, where it was actual codes for the levels. So each time you beat a level, you had to write down the level code. Yeah. Back in the day when the early infancy of the internet, you'd be looking up stuff on cheatplanet.com. I gotta say, the game looks really good. Like, it's definitely, you know, a very stylized art style, but it definitely looks pretty darn solid.
memorable characters, and vibrant gameplay are in store as you lead the commanding officers to victory. Play the first 2 Advance Wars campaigns in Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp, marching on to Nintendo Switch this holiday. Pre-orders begin today.
Didn't make that one either. All right, so now we're going to do this says release date. Okay, this is the new release date announcement because this is from February of 2023. Cheat Planet and GameFAQs still have some of the best written guides and walkthroughs in written format. I hate reading GameFAQ guides though. I just don't like the way they look.
Calling all strategy fans.
They got good shit in them, but
Reboot Camp games only a couple of months away.
Dude, use a smaller wrench, my guy.
Sammy and more in 2 full story campaigns, each one filled with colorful turn-based tactical action.
Yes, exactly. The ASCII stuff, not a fan.
Puzzles across a multitude of modes. Design your own maps and share them with friends. Plus, go head-to-head
The map the custom maps and the ability to share them, honestly sick.
Reboot Camp comes to Nintendo Switch April 21st. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
I hope that they have like some sort of kind of like Mario Maker has, where there's like a leaderboard and like you can vote for good maps and stuff. All right, here's the overview trailer. I prefer ASCII over Pixel. I don't want to read a guide in either of those formats.
Up and at 'em, recruit. Today begins your basic training for the Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp game. This game features tactical turn-based battles and a colorful cast of characters who will keep you on your toes. We'll cover some strategies to make sure you're in tip-top shape.
How hard were the original Advance War games?
All right, troops.
Were they challenging? They said they had like over 100 maps.
Through the 2 separate story campaigns, you'll control several different commanding officers, commonly referred to as COs. Your mission? Defending from opposing nations. But before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's make sure you understand the basics of battle. Maps are grid-based, and units can only move a certain number of spaces per turn. Depending on their type, some units can cover more distance, and others have advantages on different terrain. For example, soldiers can only move so far because they're on foot, but vehicles can cover a lot more ground. Now, when it comes to crossing a forest or mountain range, your soldiers are better suited for the trek. March! A unit's type also determines its range of attack. Infantry units can only attack adjacent enemies, but artillery units can cause damage from further away. As units take damage and lose HP, they'll also inflict less damage on their foes.
Think you 100% played a copy of this on Congregate as a Flash game? Oh, it's very possible.
Replenishing their ammo. Once your units have acted and you end the turn, your opponent gets to make their moves. Now, let's cover how you can gain the tactical advantage. In a typical battle, you'll need to capture your opponent's HQ or defeat all their units to secure the win. We have a good number of units on the battlefields, but we could use a little extra firepower. By selecting one of your controlled bases, you can build more units, assuming you have the funds. More
That's
controlled
cool.
properties equals more moolah.
So instead of having like a static army that you take in like Fire Emblem, you can actually like have like RTS mechanics of building a base that pumps out units to be able to like keep pushing. That's cool. I like that a lot.
Perfect timing to introduce CO powers. During exchanges with your opponents, this meter will fill up, and you'll be able to use a CO power. Extraordinary abilities that, when used at the right time, can turn the tide of battle.
I want a cartoon drawn with these characters. Like, I love the art style that these characters are drawn in. I'd totally take like a 4-episode mini-series with these characters in them. They look great.
Eagle of the Green Earth Army has a CO power called Lightning Strike, which allows his units that have already acted to move again.
Move again or take an entire extra turn? Those are two different things.
There's a wide variety of CO powers at your disposal, so figure out which best suit your playstyle. Ba-boom! By the way, this version of Advance Wars has a couple handy new features. Want to speed up the action? Just hold down the ZR button to cruise through dialogue and combat animations. There's also a shiny new reset turn option that allows you to,
So shiny,
guessed it,
so new,
reset the current turn.
shining in chrome.
Following along so far? Good, because we're not done yet. Hoorah! If the campaign isn't enough for you, then try your hand at the War Room. Here you can test your tactical prowess in a wide array of different challenges with the CO of your choice. Try to get the top ranking. Still want more? Then try Versus Mode. Square off locally against up to 3 human or computer opponents on one Nintendo
It's
Switch
cheesy as hell frickin' trailer, but I'm here for it.
systems if each player has the game. Looking for more colorful battles elsewhere? Then take your tactical
Like,
mind
it's
to the
the
internet.
right kind of cheese.
You and a friend can compete head-to-head in an all-out tactical tussle. You'll both need a Nintendo Switch system and the game, as well as active Nintendo Switch Online memberships. There are a few other modes where you can spend some time, including
The Design Room.
Here, you can create custom maps and share them online or through a local wireless connection. You can also pay a visit to the local commissary called
Hachi Shop.
The Orange Star Army's local chatterbox Hachi is ready
Thanks,
and
Hachi.
willing to separate you from your in-game coins in exchange for additional battle maps, COs who can be used in the War Room and multiplayer modes, and more.
This game's got a lot of content in it.
In-game
Gallery.
It's got 2 entire games worth of content, plus they added a ton of stuff into it too.
Among other assorted sundries. It's a great way to reminisce and relive fond memories.
Attention.
All right, recruit, we've reached the end of your training. Ready to show off everything.
I love how
you've
you're
learned?
just casually
Prove
holding
you've
that
got what it
freaking
takes.
cartridge. Good
Advance
lord.
Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp.
Yeah, that looks excellent. It looks fantastic. It is a full price game at $60. I don't think that that's unworthy though. It's a full remake. You're getting 2 games packaged into one, plus they added a whole bunch of stuff in this. Dude's getting paid for his VO. I have this voice changer and I'm gonna use it. So yeah, that looks cool. There's also, as a heads up, I'll obviously if you want to get Advance Wars, absolutely go get Advance Wars. If you're looking for alternatives, I know of 2 games that play very, very similar to Advance Wars that are also very, very highly rated. The first of which is called War Grooved, and it did just get a sequel announced fairly recently, and I know that it's available on the Nintendo Switch. Another one is called Symphony of War: The Nephilim Saga, and it is also incredibly highly rated. And I believe both of those are like $20, and they go on sale very often as well, especially if you have a Steam Deck or if you play on a computer and have access to Steam. They both go on sale pretty regularly on that platform. So if $60 is just too much for you to get a game like Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp, and I would love to play a game like that, those are 2 really good options that are very approachable on price that I can personally recommend as alternatives if you just either don't have a Switch or would like to try something out for a cheaper price. But that's Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp. I really love some of the things that we are seeing from Nintendo when it comes to some of their products, because I will say that while I am happy to dump on the Nintendo Switch for its lack of power, one of the things I can't dump on is how complete some Nintendo games feel compared to a vast amount of the other games that are coming out at the time. One of the games that came out not too long ago was Splatoon 3, and boy howdy is Splatoon 3 overflowing with content, which is a very funny pun that I hate. Overflowing Splatoon Inc. I hate it. There's so much in that game. Good lord, do you get so much value out of the purchase price of Splatoon 3. And Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp feels very, very similar in that vein of they are giving you an immense amount of value, an immense amount of content for the price of the game. So I'm very happy to see that. It looks like they've done a very faithful recreation of Advance Wars 1 and 2 and then just piled on a whole bunch of extras on top of it. And that's pretty fantastic to see. So let me know what your thoughts are. Put them down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. You can also keep up the conversation on Discord and Twitter. I like to talk and I'd love to talk some more if you want to talk with me. We've been having a conversation here in the chat because we did record this video on Twitch and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. If you watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. All right. All right. One more. One more. One more. Just one. Count them. One. And then I can get these off. Don't get me wrong. I think that these look awesome. These look super cool. But at the same time, they don't have like a varnish or anything over the top, so it's just the glitter on the top, and the glitter catches and rubs on shit. They look great, but boy, are they not very functional. All right, we got one more to go here, and that is Trinity Trigger. All right. Calm down there, God of War. All right, everybody. For the last time, put in your YouTube swans, your Pog swans, your re-swans, or whatever other emote fits your fancy. It can be from my channel, your channel, or anyone else's. Just a way to say hi to the new YouTube video. Then we'll run that last battle. We'll go find someone to raid, and then I'll go edit a video so that it can go live in 9.5 hours. All right, here we go. Last one. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan, and today we're checking out Trinity Trigger. Trinity Trigger looks like it's going to be a regular-ass video game release, which is great because we checked out some other stuff recently that they just really want to take your money. This looks like it's going to be an action RPG, but I don't know many of the details beyond that, but that's what we're here to find out. So we have 3 trailers. We got the official debut trailer, the announcement trailer. Yes, those are different. And then we have the official release date trailer. So let's start with this official debut trailer and work our way forward from there. Let's go. This is in Japanese. Let me see if it's got auto translate. Auto translate. English. Work with me, baby. Probably why I wasn't able to find this trailer on more official outlets, because it's in Japanese. Cute looking. Oh, some of those textures though. Whew. Those are some PS2 faces, and I don't say that lightly. Those are adorable. Look at those Pokemon starters. That totally sounded like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. The auto translate gave up.
敵の弱点を見抜き武器を使い分け有利に戦うことフィールドの発見それは新たな道を切り開きまだ見ぬ宝を見つけること
Lots of hiddens in the environment.
それは人々との出会いを通じさまざまな物語を知ることこれらの発見すべてがやがて世界の謎へとつながっていく
Man, you know what this feels like? Obviously, we still have 2 trailers to watch, but this feels like a game that is just unfortunately not going to sell very well, but is probably going to be fantastic. And in 10 years, you're gonna have somebody like me on the internet being like, man, none of y'all fucking bought and played Trinity Trigger. That shit was awesome. They'll never make another one because nobody bought it, but it was so good. It's like me with Batten Kaitos, right? That thankfully is getting re-released this summer, but I'll talk about shit like Batten Kaitos and be like, dude, nobody knows what you're talking about. And I'm like, I know. Shit's good. Also, where was that frickin' Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? It was right here. There you go. That straight up is just the music from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire when the lights go down. All right, anyway, we'll move on. Okay, so here's the announcement trailer. This one's probably in English. Might give us a better idea of what things, because some of that auto translation was rough. They're really cute. I like that your weapons are cute creatures that turn into weapons. Is that the bad guy? Going with the theme there, Trinity Trigger, try, 3 players, you know, 3 heroes, bunch of triangles going on, some try attacks, some try effects. Want this game to be $33.33. Coming early 2022. On PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and Steam. Okay, here's the official release date trailer. I looked, I did not find anything beyond its announcement trailer in September to this release date trailer from March. This game has had very little marketing. I remember there being a buzz about Trinity Trigger when like it got leaked or something, but it seems like that whatever people were excited for with the leak just like did not keep up.
Your eye bears a crest called the Chaos Emblem. It means you've been chosen to fight for the gods.
We can't get cold feet now. Let's power through.
If I want to regain my memories, then I have no choice but to follow you. I could never ignore someone in need. Got you! Yeah. Luckily for us, I've got a plan.
You know it's not a war oracle for nothing. What can I say? Traveling's part of my job.
We must remain ever vigilant. Relax. We can handle whatever comes our way. Let's be prepared for anything.
If you ever start feeling over-prepared,
that was cool.
You haven't actually prepared enough.
ordinary vermin. Could those strange weapons be?
Pay less mind to whatever they are, and more to who commands this army. I will await the king's
The
orders.
actual in-game character models are weird to me because, like, on one hand they kind of look kind of cute and chibi like Bravely Default, but on the other hand their textures look like something legit from the GameCube.
I shall bring
Like,
an
look at that.
end to the divine war.
All right, fine. You want to fight? Then bring it.
Huh. Go back to that character model. Like, with how, like, I don't care about the proportions. I'm talking about the literal texture. Like, this shadowing to add these effects, it kind of looks like a crayon, right? But that also, like, that I think that's the effect that they were going for, of, like, almost like a sketched look. But it also kind of looks like it's just, like, a level of detail is out of whack, because, like, if you have a level of detail effect, an LOD effect in a game, and it, like, thinks that it's far away, so it loads into a smaller texture, then you kind of get something that looks like this, which, I mean, I guess it's your stylized choice all in all, but it's just an interesting choice in my opinion. All right, so the game is on Steam. Is its price listed yet? It is not. It says the planned release date, it unlocks in about, well, at the time of this recording, in about a week. So hopefully there's a launch trailer between now and then. For You Corporation, have you made anything else? You have. Oh, wait, that's a lot of stuff if you're the developer. The Caligula Effect was last year. They did develop that, and that game is currently $50, but they've developed a lot of stuff. You guys worked on Monarch? That was a cool looking game. You guys straight up made Monarch, and that game was $60. Okay. The Caligula Effect Overdose Lost Dimension, that game's $25, was also you. So really, they got a spread. You guys made Crystar. I still want to play Crystar. It is at least in my library. So their prices on things are all over the place. It looks like the only other thing that they made that I haven't already mentioned is the Alliance Alive HD Remastered, which is $40. And I've never even heard of this. And then Cardfight Vanguard Dear Days. It's $70? What the hell for a Cardfight Vanguard game? What are you smoking? Good Lord. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna attribute that to Bushy Road Incorporated. I don't know who you guys are, but you publish that overpriced stuff. Good golly. Well, that's Trinity Trigger. Interesting. I do wish that there was like a little bit better of like a combat overview trailer. That's one of the trailers that I always like a lot. It's like a gameplay overview trailer. It's something that just kind of breaks down some of the system mechanics in a game. And it can be for better or worse, right? But because sometimes you're like, oh no, that doesn't seem like my jam. But that's why I like those trailers, because it definitely gives you a lot better of a grasp of what you're getting into. Because otherwise we just kind of saw like this kind of cute, chibi, pulled out action RPG game, and that's fine and well, but is there anything that makes your game more unique or stand out or anything like that? But that's Trinity Trigger. Let me know what your thoughts are. Put them down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you want to keep up the conversation elsewhere, two great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. I like to talk, and I'd love to talk some more if you want to talk with me, so those are the good places to do so. We normally are having a conversation here on Twitch as well when we're checking out these trailers, so if that's something you're interested in, come check us out. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. If you go watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. All right. Alrighty then, let's run this last battle. Let's raid out of here. I didn't mean to close that. That's okay. I can reopen it pretty easily. Where are we going, y'all? Who's online? Late Sunday is always an interesting question. Sometimes it's not many people. That's me. I'm talking. Az is actually online again, playing Clone Hero. Can go raid Az again. Rio's online. Oh, Francie's online. Francie playing some Devil May Cry. A bit sweepy, but can't sleep, so we game. Don't Give a Buck's online. Liquid Music Ent's online. Music Ent's playing Dauntless. That's the Monster Hunter style game. We'll go raid Francie. Go wish them well. See how they're checking on them. See how they're doing. All right, everybody. So these are my socials. As I already mentioned multiple times throughout the stream, go follow me on Twitter. Go check out the Discord. I'm very active on both of those. Everything we recorded today is for the YouTube channel. So if you want to go see what else we've put out on the YouTube channel, that's the link right there. If you want to catch any of our past VODs, almost all of them are available on that VODs channel as well. And we're talking all the way back to when we first started streaming on this channel. And that's the best place for you to be able to go to. With all that said, I will be live again on Tuesday to play some more of the Resident Evil 4 remake. We should be finishing that game either this Tuesday or this Thursday. If we don't get to the end, if we don't get to the credits on Tuesday, we will absolutely get to them on Thursday. Athena just put in our latest review video from YouTube, which was not recorded on a Sunday. Well, it might have been recorded on a Sunday, but it was not recorded on the stream, which is our 9 Years of Shadows review. We played that game at the beginning of the month, actually, I think. So go check that out if you want to see what my entire thoughts were on that game. Otherwise, I will see you on Tuesday. And let me start this raid up. Boom. And this Raid Swan emote that you're going to see for the raid message, you can unlock that even if you're not a subscriber. It's going to cost you 100 channel points, those little swan coins looking things at the bottom of chat. Click on that. Click the one that's 100 channel points. It says unlock a sub emote. Choose the Raid Swan. It'll be available to you for the next 24 hours, including on the raid, which means that you can use it when we go raid over to Francie's channel. Athena also put the link to Francie's channel in there just in case it doesn't take you along with us on the raid, because it doesn't always. But with all that said, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out, checking out these game trailers with me. I will see you on Tuesday, and I hope you have a good night. Take it easy, or a good day, depending on where you are in the world. Have a good night, Rochi. Have a good night, Reliable Battles. Good night, Eve, or good morning, Eve. Did I start the raid? I don't see it. Yes, the pinned message is in the way, though, and I can't click raid now because of the pin being in the way. Like, I don't understand what's happening. Like, I can't start the raid because of the pin. Like, it's just grayed out. Oh, now I can. Like, now that the pin is fully gone, I can actually raid. That's weird. Good to know.